There's a monster under my bed, and at my window there's a dragon. I accepted the challenge, it turned me into a savage. I broke a promise to myself again. I don't know why I am so vulnerable. They try to help, but I won't let them in. I guess rock bottom's where I'm comfortable. Both my feet planted when most people would have panicked. I embraced the storm, I found beauty in what was damaged. I'm not afraid of the boogeyman. Instead I look at him like he's a friend. There's not a monster out there in the world that's scarier than the one that's within. There's a creature in my closet, I can hear him rumbling around. The demon screaming in the distance creates such a humbling sound. The monster that's outside my window, he's like family to me now. The things that people are afraid of never let me down.
Not say this no, but I'm hated so. My religious freaks say I'm the biggest beast and that I made it grow. When I spray this flow, I created mo. Creatures are like when I heat up the mic, I'm a breed of the night, but I'm tainted though. By the darkness I'm binded, I sparked it and shined it. They find it cause mine is woe. But that they label me a demon seed, wanna disable me to see them bleed, hinder me fatally and see them grieve, no. You would not believe the creature inside me if you deceive Khalifa's lively. We disagree when people defy me or try to take his. Whatever the fuckery toward them, you don't wanna wake this. You forsake his with a sacred, then it's over no matter what your faith is. I'm a creature.
There's a creature in my closet, I can hear him rumbling around. The demon screaming in the distance creates such a humbling sound. The monster that's outside my window, he's like family to me now. The things that people are afraid of never let me down.
I managed to get myself in trouble, all of this pain. Yeah, I'm damn in the double dose of liquor's always to blame. If I could keep myself sober, I keep my hands to myself. I take a shot and it's over, that's how I end up in hell. I hope I don't pass it down to my offspring. They get everything from their daddy, feel like I'm addicted to all things. There's no reason to change, gone too far now. And I'm stuck in my ways, back at the bar now. They say I'm a flirt and they right, I ain't perfect, alright. So when I'm thirsty and perking and purposely searching for something that's hurting me so I just can't pack up and go, I just back out of it slow. That's how it go, I like to back out the hole. What next like I don't know. I think they be laughing at me, hands be grabbing at me. Feel like God let it happen to me, dad be blasphemy. And these be a dab and dash really. I think I better let it go. Either that or I gotta let it know. I can't do that.
There's a creature in my closet, I can hear him rumbling around. The demon screaming in the distance creates such a humbling sound. The monster that's outside my window, he's like family to me now. The things that people are afraid of never let me down.
I think we're on the stage here.
Hello, everyone. I know I kept thinking, oh my God, where did the sound go?
1 second. I'm just coming in here kind of late and I was trying to hook something up. Wait. Oh, I even have Nicolina for a minute. I'll let you up for a second, but I don't think you'll porn bomb me, bro, but I think she might have had to, I think she went over there, so I'll see what she has to say about this. I don't think she'll porn bomb me. Nicolina, are you going to bomb me, bro? Wait a minute.
Have I ever bombed
No,
you?
not me.
Hey, Angelo.
Let's see. Okay, I apologize. I'm coming in kind of late because I had a not DoorDash, Instacart. I've never used them before, and they needed like my license to scan and all kinds of stuff that I hadn't planned for. So,
Did you buy alcohol?
did I buy what?
Did you buy alcohol?
No, why? Can you do that on DoorDash or
No,
Insta?
that's the only time they ever ask for your license.
No, because I made a large purchase.
Really?
It was electronics.
Huh.
It was like $300, so I think that's why.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm super jealous of Gypsy.
You went over there, right?
I did.
Oh, I have
Hey,
to mute for 1
SBA.
second.
I wish I had a tan just like Gypsy as well. I wish I had a crown. I do. I wish I was a tanner like Gypsy. 20-inch crowns in the apartment, ballin', get late tonight. No, she was psycho, Sarah.
Sorry, somebody was picking up mail. I apologize. I heard that. I heard bits and pieces. I heard now that. Listen, I can even replay some of my live. I was gonna prepare it. I just ran out of time with timestamps, like because I made like a lot of good. Despite all the other stuff, I still made offers yesterday of peace. Some of it was constructive criticism. There's never been hits at her what she looks like or anything like that. Like I could do the same thing. You know what I mean? I could say make digs at looks, but I don't do that to her. I've always said she's pretty. I even said it again yesterday. But here we are again, attacking people's looks, attacking people's cancer. What else? Now I'm on drugs. Suddenly, this is all alleged. I haven't listened yet. Suddenly, I owe money now.
You're in
Like,
drugs?
wait, yeah, that's what somebody told me.
Oh,
Why am
Sarah's a
I?
drug dealer.
Why am I on drugs suddenly now? Why today did you pick to put me on drugs? I don't even drink, bro. I don't even like how it makes me feel. Like, are we projecting again? That's what I can. That's all I can think of.
Well, Gypsy did say that she is as crazy as Leticia.
Oh, she did.
She did.
Oh, okay. Well, that's acceptance. A little, I guess. That's a step in the right direction.
And I called her out for it because when Leticia was live streaming, she kept going into Leticia's chat along with Split Pea Soup, saying, join up to True Gypsy Soul's channel.
Because of the large crowd.
She was exploiting Leticia.
Oh my lord.
hey,
By,
Cassandra.
oh yeah, we've got
What?
all the screenshots of that.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I am not kidding you. She was in Leticia's live stream and she was posting in the chat, sub up to the real Gypsy Soul, and then Split Pea Soup would follow up and say the same thing. Then Gypsy would, then Split Pea Soup would.
Wow.
Yeah.
But do you see the pinned comment now? So why do I owe 296? What's this all about? All of a sudden.
I didn't hear why you owed that, but she definitely said she was not going to wear your skin.
Thank God. Thank
She
God.
was confronted on that.
Okay, that's good.
And she told me to get the fuck out of her community and she was done. And she was going to delete her channel and go live on her other 12 channels every time that you went live. And none of us would know and we would not be able to find them.
Because we don't get notifications, right?
Right.
Well, at least I don't have to put the lotion in the basket or get the hose again, so that's a good step.
I told her, I was like, you have tried to copy Sarah. You wanted to wear her skin. You tried to copy Leticia. That didn't work out for you. You then tried to copy Betty with the
Yep.
tan, the makeup, the vertical streams. That didn't work out
The
for you.
dog.
So what the fuck are you gonna do? And then I got blocked.
Well, she's now after Rabbit and Chicken Lady, who hasn't really been around much, but
Who's
she's now on the list.
Rabbit? Who?
Rabbit, White Rabbit in the chat.
I don't see a
Gonzo
white.
Life. Gonzo Life. It's formerly known as Rabbit.
Gonzo Life doesn't care.
No,
She
not
doesn't-
really, but it's annoying when people keep making
She
up
doesn't
weird,
care.
absurd things.
Way better than-
Everything yesterday that was presented to me was debunked, and you don't get one apology or I was wrong or anything about that. It's never accepted, no matter what. I presented all the proof yesterday, and it doesn't even matter. It turns into a different story. But I'd like to know if you would like to come in my chat, and I'll entertain why I owe you $296.
Yes, I'm
Because
sure
I
you
beg to
do.
differ.
Rabbits.
Listen, you're in Massachusetts, like ATIL. Can't you
in
get
the
a
same? I
PO
can.
against Gypsy?
If I had to do anything, I could do the same thing. We're in the same county, absolutely. If it turns into anything, right? I don't like to do that, but it's like getting a little weird now.
All right. Well, she wants to wear your skin, clearly.
Good God. I don't even know if I want to listen to it. I don't know what will make this stop.
Don't
It
listen
usually cycles like this. It dies down, and then I've let her in the last
Maybe
few
it will.
lives. She's been fine in here. I don't understand what caused it, except she got triggered seeing us all together on the panel the other day. That's the only thing I could think of. It reminded her of the past.
Hey, Shannon, Major Lawyer JP Fluff wants to know what is happening.
I can see her.
This has to do with the Twilight Zone, hence the title. If you haven't noticed, there was a live done in response called Clapback, Sarah's something, whatever, when I'm the one that did the clapback. Really. The clapback was me responding to your attacks, which I debunked all of them yesterday. So now I'm entertaining the panel, and she did take the link, and she was involved in the chat, so I'm letting her
Yeah.
say what happened to her.
April.
And I'm sure she'll be on her way after that.
Whatever.
She's
What?
abusing that puppy.
I hope not. It's so cute. It's so adorable.
I know.
I want to pet that dog.
I hate that dog.
It's cute.
I hate it.
It's so
I really
cute.
do. Nah, it's I hate it. Because I just hate it. Sorry.
See, Gypsy, I even think your dog's cute. Can't you take any compliments?
I don't. I think it's stupid. I think it's ugly and I hate it.
And once again, yesterday, how many times did people say she was pretty? Doesn't matter.
It
Everybody's
doesn't.
ugly. Everybody's ugly.
Whatever. I mean, whatever, Gypsy. Okay.
It crossed the line again today, though, and I was hoping that those people that were attacked would get to have their say. So it will only be me in the title, though. Nobody else that says anything. I don't know if they're in
Again,
it.
she's giving people she doesn't like way too much control of her life.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, if you don't like us or you or whatever, then just go. Don't talk. It's easy. But you really do give people that you don't care for too much control. That's not our fault. That's your fault. Look into it. I'm sure there's some support groups out there. Find one. Period.
It's just been a repeated cycle over and over again. Like I said, the last few lives, we were all fine in here. I forgot everything again. I started over on New Year's Eve. Once again, we were all having fun. She said, have a good night, talk to you later. And then she went and did that a couple hours later. We never know when it's going to happen again. I can't help when it's going to happen again. But I'm tired of the cycle.
Did you not watch her live stream earlier?
I tried not to. No, I did not watch it. I just got some notes about it. I mean, some people have asked me to stream it, but I figure I'll give the people that were attacked a chance to, say what they have to say. I heard some keynotes from it.
She was talking about her mom, and then, in my opinion, my perception, she was trying to compare you to her mother's abuse.
Really? After all the nice things I've done, that's a little psychotic, bro.
Wow, Sarah.
No, she was.
That's crazy. That's
She
legit
was.
psychotic.
So
I'm comparing you to the abuse I suffered. How about that? You're to the T, a lot of it. the borderline personality and everything that I see. I see the symptoms. No, I can't diagnose, but I already pulled up some shit on YouTube and listened earlier. And I'm sorry, honey, but you meet the criteria for a lot of it.
I asked her if she wanted to wear your skin, and she got so pissed at me. And I was like, you are extremely obsessed with Sarah. And she's like, no, I'm not. She's obsessed with me.
Mm-mm.
Mm,
No.
really, Gypsy.
I mean, you've said it many times. You've seen the behavior throughout the
I
years.
have for the last 2.5 years. She was taking life advice from a dude online named after a pastry that ain't good luck.
Never heard that
She
one.
said it was Sarah's fault. Yes, she did. She said it was Sarah's fault that she had Bell's palsy. She did say that too.
Okay, it's my fault. Do I really have that much power?
No, Sarah, I would like to interject here because I don't think you know my power. I was accused of giving somebody toenail fungus in Mississippi
Was it
when I am
Ernest?
in Virginia.
Was that Roger Brown?
No, that was Tammy Spirit Finder, crazy ass. She said that I had to explain her diabetes, her sore throat, and her toenail fungus to a judge.
Wow. I'd like to see that judge's face.
I got the clip. I can show you the clip. She absolutely said that.
Roll the clip.
Well, let me see. Let me find it.
My God.
I can't get out of this place.
I showed.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Hey, Mike.
So her name's Tammy, right?
Yeah.
Y'all will fuck with Tammy, but if I fuck with Leticia, everyone's like, oh, that's so awful. They're both fucking crazy.
Who fucks with Tammy?
Well, Ghosted, you do.
I
Peachy
do.
has.
When's the last
Yeah.
time I did that?
You
When was the
have.
last time I did that?
She
Yeah, you
put your
have.
information out, right?
When was
Is that
the
the
last
one?
time I
Yeah.
did that?
No, but even if you fuck with somebody that's mentally ill, I do the same thing, and it's like, oh my God, Nicoliner. You know what I mean? It's
I haven't
really
seen any of the
hypocritical.
Letitia clips, so I haven't seen anything that you've allegedly done or whatever, and I haven't even caught up on it. I mean, the only thing I've seen is her vagine with the toilet paper the other day, and I nearly
Oh
fell
my
off my
God, that was
chair.
horrible. That
I
was horrible, dude.
I want to know how it's stuck there.
I don't.
She got meat flaps. Did you not? Didn't I send you the clip?
Somebody
I
sent me a
could
clip.
swore I sent you the clip.
Who was it? So I did a blind. Oh, I know. I was on a live stream and somebody sent me the clip for my blind reaction the other day. I posted a video of it, and because I was legit done with the internet for the day, I couldn't take it. So I had so many questions. How did it stick there? How did it defy the laws of gravity? So many things were running through my mind. No toilet,
This
no
was like
underwear.
no nothing. She wasn't wearing underwear. She put the toilet paper into her vagine so that she didn't have to stop live streaming.
Right. Okay.
No, that's what she said. That's what she said.
I can't.
And then
I don't.
and then she lifted her nightie, and we got to see the flaps.
I've seen the little video clip, and there were so many people that wanted to see it, and I'm like, I can't put that on the internet. The channel will go down like hers did.
I don't think her channel went down.
Or
That live stream may have went down, but she has been known to be in jail. I'm sure if we FOIA her current jail stay, she will have had wiped her shit all over the walls.
oh, she's a smear person. She
Yep,
smears.
she's a feces smearer.
Well, if she has a guardian, if she is living with her mom, like I've heard, again, I don't really know the details. She could get her some help, or maybe get some supervision or some sort of home.
There's no help.
It's not
There's no
against the
help.
law to be crazy. That's the problem.
Yep, there's
It's
no
not
help.
against the law. And
She can't petition though. She can't
I
petition.
don't know. She's 30-some years old, and
37.
I don't know. I watched her in the back of that car, and it was so sad that she really is.
I didn't
Quite-
see it yet.
No. This is not mental illness. She is legitimately.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do, Sarah. When you're ready to cover Gypsy, let me know. I'm going to go upstairs, finish what I was doing. When you're ready, just say it online, and I'll be right down here.
Okay, we'll be right back with it. We just got a little sidetracked with Leticia, but I really don't know much about it except for the toilet paper stuff. I didn't get to see the cop thing yet.
So Leticia goes from psycho crying and screaming to being just fine to then trying to manipulate the men that are arresting her. Yeah, Shannon can't handle being on panel with me. That's so sad. But
well, you know, you're not for everyone.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
I can take doses of you, but you know that.
Yeah. I mean,
but you do know about this subject, and you were just in Gypsy's chat, so, and I don't really know much about the Leticia thing.
It does sound like me, Lightning Viper. Do I smear feces on walls?
Well, I would hope
Can I just say this, Lightning Viper? You are saying some very defamatory things about me on your page, when in fact, people that are actually talking about diddling kids like Brad, you look the other way.
Maybe he doesn't know about the Brad thing, the video clip.
Knows. Oh, he knows. He's always in Brad's chat. I don't have to do anything about it, Angelo. I don't have to do shit about it. I don't have to do anything about it. I'm just going to let you hang yourself, bro. But I did find someone that has an actual published story that you copied.
I prefer not to do this with him here, if you could.
Why?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because Angelo has been caught in multiple lies, and now suddenly he's the truth teller.
I happen to like him, and we have a lot of stuff in common.
Okay.
Life-wise, you know what I mean? If you can understand that, we have similar life stuff going on in history.
It's okay.
I mean, I know you guys have your thing going on back and forth, but I can, you know what I mean?
Do you know that he posted that I send nudes to men on this platform?
I do not. He would like the link. Would you like to?
Yeah,
I didn't want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Drop it. Drop it.
I just don't want to be blamed for anything in the middle of YouTube.
Have I ever blamed you for anything?
No, I'm just saying, like, if it goes south, I just don't want it to turn like perverted.
I ever blamed you for anything?
No, I just don't.
Blocked in your chat? Nope, sure don't.
You listen. For a long time, you weren't blocked. I told you this straight up that I put you on the.
I was in your chat the other night, and you text me.
Oh, when you go up, yeah, because I didn't want you to get mad that you got timed out because somebody told me afterwards, and I said,
mad.
I don't know if you. I didn't even see if you responded. I just said, don't hex me, bro, because people have to do what they have to do. They're allowed to time out if it. Listen, I'm trying to make an effort that people can be an adult. I'm trying it out.
That's okay.
And
nobody's mad. Chill out.
Okay, I'm just explaining to you. If you,
mad.
All right, if you attack, they're gonna have to do it eventually.
I think we can all be adults here. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, here you go.
All right. So what I said was you sent somebody else's nudes. What you've offered, Nicole, is to send people your bras, or do you forget those streams?
Who?
Charlie K, for one, whether or not he wants to admit it or not. It doesn't matter. You've offered it. You're a married woman.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I'm one of those people.
Husband, Angelo.
I'm not talking about your husband. I'm talking about you. You're married.
I joke around on Facebook. Chill out.
It's inappropriate for married individuals to joke around sexually or otherwise with other people. Yes.
So are you my husband?
No,
No, you're not.
no, I'm not. But I can still voice what you've done. I never said you sent
Okay.
your nudes. I said you sent other people's nudes, and you have.
Whose?
Whose nudes have you sent?
Yeah.
Really?
Whose?
I'm not going to dime the person out. You know whose nudes you've sent.
But are you aware that those dudes were edited so that there was nothing nude?
It doesn't
about
make it better. It doesn't
Oh,
make it
so-
right.
So what about Mama T getting my nudes and sending
Definitely
them
not
to
right.
Liz?
Whether I like you or not,
But
definitely not right.
Wait, what?
Thank you, Charlie K.
Mama T
Thank
had-
you.
It's
Is Mama
still,
T here?
I know you never
Yeah,
got
Charlie
a bra.
K's here.
No, Mama T. You said Mama T has your nudes?
Who sent
Well,
your nudes to Mama T?
yes.
I'll go after
So
that
I
person
did.
too. I don't care.
So I did. I did as a joke because she was talking shit, and then she sent them.
Oh, the
to
flashing.
Yes, she
I
sent
forgot
them
about that.
to. That was a private thing, and she sent it to 2 other people.
Definitely not right.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not going to change
are you gonna
how
are
I
you gonna
feel
write
about
about her, Angelo?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
I'm even writing about myself. Nicole, I'm not innocent on this platform. I've done some fuck shit. I've been involved in some serious fucking stupid shit. And that's why I know it doesn't work. It's not like I'm coming at this from no experience. I've been on that
So then,
side of
why
the
are you
trend.
focused on me then?
I'm not just focused on you, Nicole. I'm focused on
What
you.
happened-
I'm focused on me.
what
I'm
happened-
focused on Ernie.
What happened to your lawsuit with Bombshell?
I can't discuss that.
There's no lawsuit, Angelo. You lied.
I can't discuss that.
You can't discuss it because it didn't happen.
You can
Angelo.
discuss it all you want. I cannot discuss it.
There's no lawsuit
I cannot discuss it.
because there's no lawsuit.
I
You
cannot
lied
discuss
to
it.
everybody.
Can I interject about that? Somebody told
Sure.
me a while ago
I cannot
that you
discuss
did have one, that you had one, and I said, no,
He
I don't
didn't-
think so.
Nope. He
Not
sure
him.
didn't.
Somebody else that told me that. But I said
did
I don't want to
not.
talk about it because I,
He lied.
just like him as a person. No, he's never told me that. Somebody else did, and I said I don't want to really talk about that.
I have actually seen him comment
Okay, I've never done.
multiple
I never have.
times about a lawsuit. There was never a lawsuit. Why did you lie about it?
I
Angelo?
cannot discuss that. You're not going to get me to break
You
whatever
can
happened.
you
in the
can
law.
discuss your lies. There's no
I can't
lawsuit.
discuss the lawsuit.
Anybody can go to the state of Georgia and type in your name and type in Bomb's name, and there's no lawsuit.
Okay, well then you're doing it wrong.
Another person came to me and
Oh.
said, Sarah,
Oh, I
did you
gotta-
know that Angelo was involved in a lawsuit with Bombshell or whatever? They
You're-
told
you're
me a
doing it
couple
wrong.
things about it. And I said, well, I'd rather not look into that because I don't really care about that stuff. you know?
Anybody but me can go to that site now live with a share screen and show that there is something there, but what happened I cannot discuss.
That's up to you. You can do whatever. I'll
Alright.
let you.
I'm
I
gonna do
can't.
it right now.
It would violate.
I'm gonna do it right
Oh,
now.
I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because you don't want to, if there is something, you probably have some sort of agreement not to talk about it, I imagine. Just
But
it wasn't had any
I would
impact
like
on
to-
me.
While you're doing that, I'd also like to see the evidence where my book is a copy of somebody else's book.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
That'd be great.
Hold on. I'll find it.
Are you
How
gonna
can it
one
be
of
a
the ones to
copy?
tell
Isn't
me-
it about your life?
Yeah.
It's well, yeah, it is about his life.
Yeah. So how is it a copy?
Mm-hmm.
My testimony is in the state capitol.
Mhm. Yeah.
Or is that false too? Somehow I can.
No,
fake
I'm not. I'm not.
Capitol
I'm
records?
not. Hold on. I'm not saying it's false, Angelo, but your story literally is identical to a man that was in the same home.
In
Well,
the
didn't
same
it
years,
happen? It
maybe?
happened. It happened to
A
multiple
lot of us.
people.
There's
and
457
then,
of us, Nicole.
hold on.
There are a lot of
Hold on.
victims.
Hold on. I
Okay.
didn't listen. I'm not discounting what you endured as a child, but how come they didn't showcase you?
What do you mean showcase me? I was at the Capitol.
I've seen that clip. I used to have it.
No, no, you submitted your story.
No, Nicole,
I've
there's a
seen
video
him
of me at the Capitol
testimony. I've seen it.
testifying.
Where is it? Where
Yeah.
is
It's
it?
on my
You could.
it's on my page. It's on my
Do you want me to
channel.
pull it up? I definitely have seen him
Yeah,
Pull it
talking
pull
up.
it
at
up.
the.
I mean, I was definitely
Pull it
there.
up.
Do you want to do it, or do you want me to
Pull it
try
up.
to?
I go every year. You if you can pull it up, it'll probably be quicker.
Oh shit! I'd have to.
I go every year, Nicole. I definitely advocate for children.
I'll
Don't
start
get me wrong.
trying.
So if you advocate for children, then why are you okay with anybody else shit talking other children?
I'm not okay with it, but I can't control what other people do. I can voice my
Oh, okay.
opposition. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right if somebody goes after your kid. I don't think it's right if somebody goes after
But you don't speak
James's
up,
kid.
do you?
I have heard him.
Did you
speak
not
up.
hear my stream? Of course I spoke up. It doesn't work. It
But
just
you
makes
lied.
the situation
You
worse.
lied. You lied and told people that I was fucking giving men nudes on YouTube
Of other women.
No, wrong.
Does anyone have the link, or want to put it in my back
You
chat?
did.
No, that's wrong. Where's your proof? Prove it.
You've said it.
Prove it.
You have said it yourself.
No, what I did was I edited the fuck out of those photos. So they weren't nudes, Angelo.
Oh my Lord. But you still said you did it. Just like you said you called CPS on certain people and then claim you didn't do it.
Who did I allege calling CPS on and then I denied it later?
It's under post, right, Angelo?
Yes, it's on my post.
I have called CPS on Jimbo, Lips, and Leticia Collins.
Why did you
Who else?
call CPS on Jimbo?
Well, in the summer, during the summer of 2022, and I still have the
I remember
online
this one.
complaint that I made. He had a young lady at his house that
You mean
had
first
been
runaway?
missing for. Yep. And then there's Casey. Okay. So I absolutely filed a report. So what's wrong with that?
And you did it live streaming, right? Or you videoed it or whatever.
I did it, and then I discussed it live.
Did you do it as Jessica or did you do it as Nicole?
I've never made a complaint under the name of Jessica. That is a legal thing in my entire life. Jessica was the name that I used if I was single and at a bar, bro. And a dude
Nicole-
says, "What's your name?" And I said, "Nick." I would say Jessica or Kennedy. I will use my real name anytime I make a call to the police or I make a call to CPS.
I'm scrolling right
why
now.
is this hard for you to understand?
It's hard for me to understand because for somebody who's supposed to be a survivor, because I've heard you say that as well,
Yeah,
you
I'm
certainly
supposed
attack
to be
people
a
who are
survivor,
survivors.
right? Like who?
I'm not going to discount that you're a survivor. You said you were, so I have to take you
Like
at that
who?
word. What do you mean, like
Like
who?
who?
You're doing it with me right now, claiming I didn't go
no.
and testify at the
Bullshit.
Capitol, and that my story is somebody else's
I
story.
said your story is identical to Sapingo's story. That was
Sampingo
posted
from
in the
Woonsocket, Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know who Sampingo is. We were there the same time.
There were
No.
lots of victims. I'm
So
at
same
the
time?
2 months ago.
I was
How
there with
old are
Johannes
you?
Powell too.
How old are you?
Old enough.
No, how old are you?
I'm 50. I was there in 1970.
Well, he's 57. So
we would have been in the
allegedly,
same. I would have been in the Y
Allegedly.
unit.
ages.
I would hold on. Let me finish.
different.
I would have been in the Y unit.
McIntyre was allegedly not there, and I'm not
Shit, phone's gonna die.
discounting what you went through.
First of all, Joe McIntyre,
up, bro.
Joe McIntyre and his son that he adopted, also named Joe McIntyre, were both there
Really?
in 1977.
Really?
Yes. Otherwise,
are-
I wouldn't have
are
been able
you
to provide
supposed-
testimony to the state capitol.
You provided testimony after the fact, right?
Decades after the fact, yes.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to be able to
So
come out
then
as
you're
a
supposed
man
then
and
you're
talk about my abuse.
okay. So you're supposedly a victim, and I'm supposedly a victim, but it's different
I mean,
because we're men and women.
you said you were a victim, so I believe it based on that concept.
Mhm.
You haven't given me any reason to say you're not. So
Excuse
I
me,
mean,
Angelo. I'm 4 months in. Is it much further down, or keep going? I just don't...
Yeah, it was last April, I think.
Okay.
I can go and try to find it.
I'm still scrolling. I just want to make sure I'm in the right spot.
But I mean, I was definitely at the Capitol because it wasn't.
I've seen the
exactly
news clip and everything. I mean, I've played it before. It's been a while.
It
I wanted to
wasn't
make
exactly a fun time. All right, I got it right here.
Oh
Hold
boy.
on.
Of course she did. We're
What?
not even
Wow.
talking about her right now.
Who?
Who, Gypsy?
Somebody who fired up alive because of this. We're not even talking about her. Okay, I'm at
There you
6
go.
months ago, Angelo.
It's in the private chat.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you. Because this is taking too long and I'm not able to see the chat and everything.
That's all right.
Okay, let's see. I can pull it up. Thanks. That's much easier.
And just for the record, Nicole, there were 477 of us. There's some that have passed away or taken their own lives at this point. So there's 454 of us left.
So why are you so nasty about people that have had similar experiences, but you don't like their outward appearance?
Can you give me an example of that? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you said I was supposedly a victim. But if
Well,
I say that
can't
about
say you're not or you are.
lose your
I'm going by
shit.
your. I can't. I didn't lose my shit. I haven't even raised my voice.
Come
All
on.
I said was I can't attack your victimhood because you have claimed to be a survivor.
You have
Should I play
written
it?
AI bullshit.
Can I play it or
Yeah.
some of it?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's
Go.
make sure
60 years ago.
I wish I
It's
could. Oh, I
time for
might be able to
justice.
make it
No
bigger.
more Hubble Church.
No, I can't.
They're Boy Scouts. They're everywhere. Don't kid yourself. This is going on all the time. And I know I'm preaching to the choir in this room, but it's time the institutions that house the perpetrators are included in this legislation, and it's time for the victims to receive the justice that they've been denied for so long. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairwoman. You distinguished yourself. Any questions for the
It's
sponsor?
about 5 minutes.
Okay, the first two witnesses I like to call, two dear people that I've gotten to know as a result of the many chapters of this saga. Dr. Hub Brennan and Dr. Ian Hagen Webb. Leprade?
Come on up here, Paul.
I would zoom in if I could, but I can't with this video. That's you right there, right? With the gray shirt?
I just want to thank
Yeah,
you,
that's
students
all my
from Hope
fatness.
High School, for coming. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. Much appreciated.
You have a beard then, right? That's you with the gray shirt?
Yeah, I still have a beard.
Your support for Jim Scanlon and all of the victims, and good luck. And survivors, call them survivors.
Okay.
Angelo,
Oh,
is the red light on?
it is on.
Good. You're on.
Good. I wrote this thing, and then I was listening to everybody talk, and I think it's better to just kind of remember. I grew up in an orphanage called St. Aloysius, for those unfamiliar. I went into state care at 2. I'm 49 today. I spent almost a decade, I hate the term being molested. I was raped Men can get raped, just in case anybody wasn't aware. It's not an easy thing to admit to as a man, especially talking to other men. It's not easy to admit that, your entire life was stolen from you as a child, your innocence, your ability to experience going outside with your friends and playing kickball or baseball. Because I grew up in an orphanage. Didn't get that. In the orphanage, part of your punishment, if you didn't do things that you were supposed to do with these pedophiles and predators, was you didn't get fed. Or you didn't get to have clothing. This is in Rhode Island, folks. Rhode Island. I ran away at 7, told my social worker when I got picked up by the state police. Said, hey, these people are doing things. I didn't know what it was at 7 years old. I didn't know what it was called. Didn't have parents. I didn't have allies. And the people that I'm supposed to depend on to protect me weren't there. The orphanage was supposed to protect me. DCF was supposed to protect me. At that time, in those years, CASA was very small and very just getting started. None of those people were there for me. I didn't have that. So, what does the state police do when they pick up a runner? 7 years old, 8 years old. They take them back to the place they ran away from. I don't even know if I can say names. Father McIntyre was the priest I was taken back to. Hey, this guy says you did this stuff. He's just emotionally disturbed. The child doesn't want to be here. To the left of St. Aloysius is a wood line. And on that wood line is an old abandoned well. Father McIntyre's kid took me to that well when the police brought me back and said that that's where I could disappear. 7, 8 years old. Of course I'm going to believe. Well, what the hell am I going to do in a well? I'm going to die. 49 years old. I've never seen one day of justice. I've never had one person outside of a law firm contact me out of the blue one time, ask me what I wanted. And there's going to be arguers who say that this law is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. What's the end game? The end game, ladies and gentlemen, as parents, my son is back there, my wife is back there, is to make it impossible and downright scary to take advantage of children. And you do that by making it the worst possible punishment you can face. I wouldn't care if Father McIntyre was still alive and 99 years old. I want to see him in prison. That seems cruel. I was in prison. Not that kind of prison. I was in prison of people protecting me, but abusing me. And I never had justice. And these people sit online now. They threaten to call one of my representatives here to try to intimidate me from speaking my truth. We have a chance to make a statement for everybody, for every victim that may come, because it's not going to stop with us, survivors, but it's certainly going to stop with us warriors, because we're going to fight until the day we draw our last breath to ensure that these people face justice, and those people that think of doing it afterwards think twice. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Angelo, and thank you for coming so far from home to have your voice heard. Appreciate it.
So that was April 2024. And if anyone, I mean, that's where you can find
I have an
it
update
there.
on that, by the way. So I just got contacted by the representative on Friday,
Uh-huh.
and they believe they have the votes in May to pass and remove the statute of limitations so that the 450 something survivors that are left from St. Aloysius can finally take the diocese and the Department of Children, Youth, and Families to court and finally get justice.
That's disgusting. 400 and how many?
There's 454 of us that are still alive,
It's fucking
ranging in
disgusting,
years
man.
between 49 and 70 something.
And this
Because it's been going on since St. Aloysius was open in like the 30s.
It's like a pattern with those Catholic.
It's still open to this day, by the way. And
Yeah,
Nick,
you
I
girls,
apologize. 'Cause
right?
I think what you're saying, I'm going to be honest with you. I think what you're saying is right. I refer to your assault as alleged. I apologize for that because that does discount your trauma. And I apologize. I'm sorry. That is wrong. And I am trying to be a better person on this platform. It's not exactly the easiest thing to do when you fight people who are willing to go to any means to hurt you. So I apologize.
What means have I
Anyway.
gone to hurt you, Angelo?
Well, your first of all,
You have
claim
done
my book
no.
is based
You
on
claimed
somebody else's story.
my sexual assault was alleged first.
I'll give you that.
So,
But the other things I've said are definitely true because
hold
they
on,
came out of your mouth.
hold on. There's a mean girl in the chat right now giving you praise that sent the story in our mean girl chat saying, this is identical to his. I'm not going to apologize to him. He said my fucking sexual assault was alleged. Why can't I say the same thing to him?
I think because the difference between me saying alleged, because I have no proof other than you saying it, is the same as you saying without proof that I am alleged as well, when I have had proof, posted and talked about it for years. There's a big difference between the two.
So I've
actually
been
shown-
speaking about
I've actually
mine for
shown it.
9 years.
But I've shown.
How do I show it?
I don't know. You have paperwork
Angelo?
just like I do.
How do I show it?
You have paperwork just like I do. You show the paperwork.
No. How do I show it? There's no paperwork, Angelo.
Why is there no paperwork? Did you never press charges?
No.
Well, I'm sorry.
I
I don't
was
have
terrified.
paperwork either.
I didn't realize that. I apologize.
But he
There
did
is
just
no-
apologize to you for that, for saying that.
Yeah,
And I don't have paperwork. I don't have paperwork either.
I'm
When I was in a foster home, they didn't do shit.
I'm so sorry about that, Sarah.
I don't have any proof
It's
except
okay,
for my
I mean-
word and my kids' word. They were in the house when it happened.
I suppose our word is all we have, but I mean, like I said, I've posted actual proof because I'm actually trying to change the laws. It's not an easy process. If anybody knows anything about our government, which sucks 99% of the time, you're fighting against people who are getting donations from the very agencies you're trying to stop. I don't have that kind of, I don't have the money the Catholic diocese has to go against the Catholic diocese.
It's like a cult in a way. Or a mob.
No,
like a
no,
mob.
Bree. Would you highlight Bree's comment?
Right here. That. Oh,
Yeah, that's
this
never
one.
happened. That's never happened. Ever.
I know you want to say something, hon, and it's just gonna make the situation worse.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm not saying hun to you. I'm saying hun to my wife because she's extremely upset with you.
How does a victim say what? Well, because Angelo has regularly said it was alleged.
And he just
I'm not
apologized.
crying.
Yeah.
No, I'm not crying, Peach. I'm trying to show you how fucking hypocritical you people are.
Okay,
I'm not
explain
crying.
to me the difference between me calling it alleged versus the statements that you've made
There
about
is a
my alleged.
difference. You're
The huge
alleging
difference.
you're alleging sexual abuse without proof, correct?
No, I've furnished proof
Where's
to the.
where's your proof?
It's in my
Your
statement that I
testimony.
posted.
Your
Yes.
testimony. So my testimony is also proof, correct?
Where is it?
I don't think he's heard.
To go. No,
I don't think he's
have to
heard. He
go
hasn't
in
been
front of
around.
a government body.
How are you going to
With
make
a
changes so that it doesn't happen to somebody else like it did to you?
Angelo, I don't women that are in abusive marriages and they get raped, it happens. There's
I
no
know it
government
does.
entity to oversee that. You don't have proof either. You went in front of a government agency with your testimony. You're lucky to have been able to do that. That's no different.
Pause.
That's
I
no
actually
different.
do have proof. This is why
Okay, so you have
we
so
have
you have
attorneys.
physical evidence.
Okay, I
How would a
personally
child?
You
How
don't.
would a
don't.
child?
You
How would a child in an
you
Hold on,
orphanage have
hold
physical
on.
evidence at the age of 7? Though
you
that's like a
There
little
is,
you don't
there
different.
have
is.
but
Hold on, there
but
is physical.
adults that are
There is.
raped
Oh
also don't
Lord.
have physical evidence
So
if
if
they're
you've listened to
afraid.
anything that I've said,
Go ahead.
Nicole,
Okay.
I got
So there
contacted.
is a difference, right,
Hold on.
Angelo?
There's a huge difference. I got contacted, what was it, about a decade ago, decade and a half? It was almost a decade ago by an attorney who had information from the Rhode Island State Police after raiding Joseph McIntyre's home, who fled to Florida. He lit his house on fire and fled to Florida. That's all
I read
in the
about it.
news.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
In there, they found a bunch of I don't know what they called them back in the day, but you
Oh,
know,
the
the old
tapes.
cameras. Yes, I guess reels.
Forgot about that. Yeah, he was
In the
recording it,
reels,
right? Making
in the reels,
videos. Sick
yes.
fuck.
In the reels was me, the fella from Woonsocket, Johannes Powell, and about
Fucking
47
disgusting.
other kids. And
That's
we had to
disgusting.
watch ourselves, Nicole, being abused by Joseph McIntyre, who you're claiming wasn't there, and give testimony to the state police to get him extradited from Florida to face charges. And he ended up dying from COVID. So God has a sense of humor. I'm just gonna put it there. And unfortunately, his son is still alive, who also participated in the sexual abuse. The Archbishop is still alive, who also participated in the sexual abuse. Father Porter, who ran the camp that we were sent to, is still alive. He's in prison. So there is video evidence of what took place over a period of 8 years with some of us, but the tapes go back and forward even longer because other people were doing it after McIntyre was gone, up until the place was closed in 96 or 97.
94.
And when I went back and testified last year, we drove by St. Aloysius just to kind of have, so I could have final closure. Okay. And the place is still fucking open with the same fucking diocese, but now it's for girls.
Yeah, someone in the chat said that, or I think Honey Bunny, that it's girls
So
now.
nothing has changed. So you have to advocate, you have to put your story out there, and you have to try to get people to either enhance the laws we have or enforce the ones we have. And it seems like we're up against money and influence instead of justice and actually taking care of kids. So I have a huge disdain for DCYF or whatever it's called in each of the other states.
It used to be DSS, but now they call it differently in each spot. I always call it DSS still.
So when I say alleged, that was the extent of my referring to your assault was alleged because that's all I had. I can't say it's fake. I can't say it's real. I can't say it's anything, but I can't discount it either. So I can't use it as a weapon either, which I've chosen very strongly not to do because it not just damages you as a victim, but other victims. That's a fact. And I've been there. I've done it. When somebody sexualized my daughter, I went right after their own fucking kid and husband as retribution, thinking I was in the right. And I felt like
why did you give
never
me
undo
shit?
that.
Why do you give me shit when I go after people that have gone after my daughter?
Do you hear me calling you out for going after somebody who goes after your daughter? No.
You have. You've made comments.
Show me.
Yes, you have.
If somebody goes after your kid and you go back after the kid, I'm not getting involved. It's a back and forth. What I can tell you is the back and forth doesn't work. And if you can't agree with that, then we've all been missing the point of this entire platform. Because I'm telling you right now, it just makes them stronger and it makes them more popular and it makes people want to gravitate and give them the views and give them the content. That's why it doesn't work with Ernie. It won't work with you. It won't work with me.
It doesn't work
won't
with you either.
Tammy.
Yeah.
It won't
he
work
said
with nobody.
himself.
So I have to find a different way of doing it. So writing the book, yeah, I use a combination of taking your chats, your transcripts, and translating it through AI,
But-
and then I
but-
read that and I rewrite it in
Wow.
my own way.
Wow.
What's
So
wrong with that?
me being on here trolling people and shit talking, you're gonna fucking translate that through AI and use it as a story?
Have you ever taken 3 hours of transcripts and tried to
No,
get it into a
because I
concise?
have a life.
Okay, well,
don't
I have a life
fucking
too,
do
but I
that.
like writing. I like writing about. I think this
Yeah,
is a
but you're not
fascinating subject for
writing.
people.
You're not writing.
I'm
You are
still writing it.
misrepresenting. No, you are misrepresenting when I am being a fucking trolling asshole.
And we call it enabler. Let's be honest. You're an enabler.
Who am I enabling?
You enable almost everybody on this platform.
Who?
Ernie, you're gonna
I don't
deny that you
enable
helped him
Ernie.
escape.
I'm fucking
You do.
trolling Ernie.
No, you enable him because you, and your words, and let's see if you deny this. You said in your words you get sexually aroused by being able to control people. Did you or did you not say that?
What?
Did you or
That's what
did you
people
not
in the
say
chat
that?
are saying. I have no
What?
idea.
You said that. Yes.
No.
Yes. You've
no.
said that. You've said that.
That was a joke, bro. That was a joke.
But you
Are
still
you
have
kidding
said it.
me? It was a joke.
You
That
have
wasn't
said it.
accurate. That wasn't accurate. I used to say I love gaslighting people.
Because it makes you sexually aroused.
No.
That was your entire statement.
No.
Actually, I think what you said was you
Find
like
it.
controlling people,
Find
not
it.
gaslighting,
Find it.
controlling.
Find it. Find it.
I
Where
don't need
said
to
that.
find it. It's there.
No, find that. No, it's not there.
I have no idea, but multiple people are saying it, but I can't. Obviously, I don't want to get in the
Seems
middle of
odd
this.
whenever I point out something you say.
hasn't been around
For you, it's a
for
troll.
Like 2
I guess we
years.
all. I guess we
I
troll different.
said I get off on gaslighting people, and that was like a year or two ago. That wasn't I was just fucking saying that to gaslight people, Angelo.
I mean, you've
When I
definitely
was-
talked
when I
sexually
was-
about people's kids. That's on record. You've done it.
Who?
I'm not going to
Who?
argue about it. You've done
Who?
it. I've provided the evidence that you said I
Who?
did not
No, you
show, which
haven't.
is
No, you haven't.
yes, I just proved that I was in St.
when-
Aloysius,
no,
and I
They're
proved
saying
that
this
there
and
is-
this. Have you seen Constance's
No.
clip? Is this true? I have no idea.
Constance played a clip after
Trader. Okay, they're saying it. I don't
Hold
know.
on. After Jimbo referred to my daughter as a whore, I made a fucking terrible fucking song about Molly. That was terrible. And I
The good-
apologize for that. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Which Molly?
Jimbo's daughter, Molly.
Oh.
I was wrong.
I'm sorry. I didn't know all his kids' names. I just the only Molly I know
Yeah,
is over
I
there on the
did,
other.
Gemini, and I still stand by that.
Hmm?
All right, I guess
I
she
was-
put the traders put the clip there of you saying it. So there you
Yeah,
go.
I was terrible. Absolutely.
Okay, well, I came up to address what you were saying. You said,
Well, I'm
I was
addressing
alleged.
what you're saying. Don't ever say I'm an alleged victim and then cry when I call you an alleged victim.
but I didn't cry. I had an adult
Yeah.
conversation with you, and I provided
No,
the
prior
evidence that you
to
said I
this,
didn't.
prior to this, you have said it in other
Prior to this?
chats, Mr.
Actually, I think I
Know-it-all.
was making fun of my being fat and not seeing my penis and not having sex with my wife in 20
Oh,
years.
that's true.
That's what I was
I
crying
still
about.
stand by that.
That's okay. You want me to turn the camera on and show you that I'm not fat and that I
Yes.
can see my penis?
Yes, please.
Okay.
We just saw you on Stone Vets, dude. Your gut's as big as Brad Enlow's.
I wouldn't go
My
there.
gut is as big as whose?
Brad Enlow's.
Enlow's? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you see
you'll
his?
be happy to know that since April I have lost a ton of weight, so I actually can see my penis.
Oh, are you gonna pull your pants down?
No.
Hope not.
No. I have been working on myself, and I can see my penis.
Are you using an injection?
No, God, no. I don't like needles at all.
Yeah.
No tattoos on this body.
Well, good for you.
I mean, I'm not like working out every day like some people, but I've reduced my food intake to, instead of eating, 3 big meals per day, I eat 5 or 6 smaller portions throughout the day. which doesn't seem like it makes sense, but it actually does. But I mean, I'm still fat. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I could still stand to lose another 30 pounds.
Nobody is attacking his kids, April.
The only time she's ever talked about my kids is me vaping in the house.
No,
You
they're talking
smoking
about the kids in the.
cigarettes.
I think they're referring to. There was a comment made in chat about. I don't know if you were referring to Gemini's when you said you stand by it. Were you talking about calling Peach's kids retarded? Is that the one you
Yes.
said you stand by? But why would you say that?
It doesn't matter. People use that R
she
word
has said it.
everywhere. It's never going to
She
change.
because
say
she
it,
said
but
it
it's never gonna
herself on
change.
Unitalkia's
Who?
She
channel.
said the R word.
Peachy
Yes.
referred to her kids as the R word.
Yes, we have the clip. Yes, she did.
Okay. But are they her kids?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there you go.
She said it herself. No, I didn't say vape. I said, I think it's gross that Angelo smokes cigarettes in his RV with his kids.
And it
No,
wasn't a
kids
cigarette.
are not off limits.
I vape in
Kids
the
are
RV.
kids are not off limits. My child is never off limits.
To
Fuck
me,
that.
your child is off limits.
Well,
I've never
to most
spoken
of
to your
us,
child.
we
My
don't think so.
My child was never off limits.
I have
Not
never
everybody
spoken on
does that to your child, though. Most
Traders
most
and
normal
Anissa
people.
were just Traders and Anissa were just talking about my child last night.
How so?
I have
On
never
your live
spoken
stream.
on your child. You spoke on mine.
Most
I've
people
never
would
once
not
spoken on
attack
your
anyone's kids. It doesn't go there with most people on here.
That's a lie.
I said
I'm
most.
I'm not Peachy. I'm not Sarah. I'm not any of those people. I have not talked on your kids. You've talked on mine. And my kids are adults, by the way.
Because you smoke in the house.
I
Like, your
vape.
wife
Yes,
It was
I
a
vape.
vape. It was a vape. You were just wrong that
Yes,
one
I
time.
vape.
You thought it was a cigarette. It was clear. He doesn't smoke cigarettes. He vapes.
It's a vape.
But I agree, smoking around kids is bad. I think so.
And
I
he's
only
not a
go
child.
outside.
He's 26 years old. Thank you.
Yeah, yikes, Traders. You let your drunk girlfriend talk about Maggie last night. Yikes. Well, you're also
they're-
ugly, rowdy, so fuck off.
I personally don't really care about the looks of people or how big or fat they are, unless it's a back and forth thing. But ultimately, my vision of looks.
Oh,
is
I'm not a
based on
victim,
people's soul.
Peach. You are. Why aren't we talking about how Traders went live yesterday saying she had proof once again?
Because this isn't about traders. This is about me and you.
No, she's in the chat shit talking, and she had everyone thinking, oh, Jimbo told us that Nicolina called CPS. Bro, I did not call CPS on them.
Okay, so can we establish that?
Of course I did, Traders. She was here when I was talking about Ernie getting teabagged, and she says, what's a teabag? She's a teenager. Why wouldn't we tell her? Why wouldn't I tell my child who's a teenager what teabagging is? You don't have kids, bitch. Sit down.
Okay, well, I established what I wanted to establish. I appreciate you giving me the time, Sarah. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well,
no, Peachy, he didn't lay anything at anyone's feet. Y'all have been saying Jimbo's a liar, Jimbo's a liar. And he never fucking said I called CPS. I did not call CPS on you, Peachy. Trader,
okay.
shut the fuck
I
up.
don't
You
know
were
what
in my
you're talking about.
community during that time and you didn't have any
Hold on.
problems with it.
You're gonna have to do it because I don't remember what you're talking about, and you're the one that remembers. Don't whisper, say it into the microphone.
No, I didn't, Traders. Prove that. Find the receipt. So are you, Sally?
Yes. You
There's
did put
no
out
proof to show, Peachy. There's no proof to show. We did not call CPS on you. How many times do I have to say nobody in our
Somebody's at the door.
community has ever called CPS on you?
the way that
prove a negative. You can't prove a negative.
actually
Sorry.
you can, Nicole, and here's how it's done. Both
How?
you and James have alleged that you know who did it, and the fact that you're withholding it, knowing that it was false,
No,
makes you just as culpable. And
I
you
was
did
just
call Ghost
fucking
a
around.
sexual
Nobody
predator. You
fucking
called
called.
me a sexual predator. You
I think
provide
you're
no evidence of
creepy.
either.
Oh, X Factor and Jimbo after the fact when they're mad, but Jimbo didn't say that, Peachy. Nice try. Nice
Sarah,
try.
please,
I
Sarah,
think we
please
can
put the clip-
establish that X Factor has no value of honesty here, other than the fact that she served
Set
in the
what?
military.
And so Jimbo does suddenly when y'all called them liars for the last 2 years? No, bullshit. Bullshit.
I'm not creepy. I'm an asshole. I get the fact that I'm an asshole and I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Okay, but you definitely put out that I was a sexual predator. You definitely put out that Ghost was a sexual predator, and you've alleged
You put out that I was.
you are.
I'm a sexual
I've
predator.
provided you. Yes, I provided you with your own words, which you've countered with. They were just trolling. You were
Okay,
just trolling.
Well, I thought this would be helpful, but it's going backwards.
So my
tried.
word,
Can I have 2
trolling
minutes,
on the
please?
internet, it means I'm a sexual predator.
If you can.
Huh?
I'm gonna try.
You're-
Sarah,
I'm
can
glad
you please
this is
play the
being
clip in back to
recorded.
vindicate Angelo?
What kind of clip?
I'll
Nicola
mute.
did say that.
Who said what? I see your clip. Hold on one sec.
That Nicolina did say
What?
she gets off. And it wasn't
Okay,
about
I have
Molly.
no-
That's not what we're talking about.
One second.
You don't have that doesn't mean sexually, you retards.
Listen to the clip.
Play it. Play it.
I'm finding
Waiting.
it. Oh, fuck's sake. There's a whole bunch of them. Hold on a second.
I don't talk sexual about people's kids, Ash. Shut up. Oh, a porn bomb predator, Kiss Cassie. Okay. Shut
Sorry,
up.
I'm just not
Catherine.
seeing whatever. I think whatever you put there is loading. Nothing's coming up in my side. Let me try again.
Want me to play it?
I'm trying. It says StreamYard. It's a StreamYard link.
Oh, duh.
I'm like wondering why it didn't work. That's why he gave StreamYard link.
Okay, here you go.
Try again.
That's my fault.
There. Okay, let's try that again. There is something there now. Okay, 1 second. I can see it. And this is whatever you said.
By the way, Sarah, I like your
No, Rowdy, you're full of shit.
Thank you. Can you hear it? Oh, it's not
They
really.
have never ever met somebody like me before. I actually welcome it because I get off on this kind of shit. I get off on controlling you and your fucking emotions. I don't know why. That's probably some sick part of me because I was raised by a very emotionally manipulative mom. So now I just love controlling people's emotions. So come on with it, girls and
where's the
boys.
sexual part of that?
I'm not petty. I'm a cunt. I love this shit.
Facts.
I love fucking with people. Come on.
Facts.
I think we'd have fun. I think that it would cost you so much money to try to come after me that you couldn't bankroll it, but I could.
Yeah, that's not sexual. Sorry.
Make sure you're screen recording this. Take your screenshots. Fuck. Stream my live on yours. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, my name does mean victory of the people, so consider yourself warned. I'm a super cunt. Cunt. Listen.
Prove it.
I went from being really upset and triggered earlier to...
Is that it?
I hate to admit this, but I get really fucking turned on when I can control people.
Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.
How was that, Nicole? Is that like good enough or?
Yeah, no, that has nothing to do with being turned on sexually. You can be turned on mentally, Angelo.
Oh,
That last
yes.
part is wrong.
I suppose if we're gonna be condescending and try to play words as a troll, that would make sense. But I think
You
you meant
know,
it the way
every single one of these people in here crying about it right now were part of my community, and they were not crying about it then. And this had nothing to do with a sexual turn on. You
okay.
can
When you combine it with all the other things you say and do,
Angelo, you can actually be turned on from a like mental standpoint. I would get turned on in a mental fashion when I would trigger Ernie. That was during the time that I was covering Ernie.
That must be a Mensa thing then. I know. I'm
It
not
is.
in Mensa, so it must be a Mensa thing.
Correct.
Anyways, I've proved my point, so I
There's
appreciate
nothing sexual
having
there.
this discussion. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate it. Thank you, Constance, and thank you, Side Chat. I will not be everybody's cup of tea. I am going to be the asshole on the platform, and nothing's going to change.
Captain Howard wants me to train.
Nothing's going to change here either.
Oh, I know that. I know that for a fact. You've proven that.
Well, I mean, you just
I hope
said the
I've
same
proven.
thing, Angelo.
I hope I've proven that I'm not going
Angelo,
to stop.
you just said the same thing. You're not going to change.
I'm not going to stop calling out the bullshit. No.
And you are still a liar
I'm just doing
about
it.
the
I'm
bombshell
doing it differently.
lawsuit, right?
I can't discuss that shoot.
Yes, you can.
No.
Yes, you can.
I cannot pull it up. I can give instructions offline how people can pull it up, and that's it. But that's all I can discuss.
I believe somebody sent me that, the person that told me that, and I didn't look into it because I said I don't want to see it.
Send it to
me.
I cannot pull it up.
I don't know if they're listening. I wouldn't want to put it on here though.
You can put it wherever you want. As long as it's not me doing it, I have nothing against.
So you went from a lawsuit to a restraining order. Why don't you just say that?
That's not what it is. I cannot discuss it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that means there's a restraining order if you cannot discuss it.
But if it's fake, how can that be? Because that's what you're claiming. So
well,
there you go.
No one can find it. There you go.
Okay. I cannot discuss it.
There might be one person, but I wouldn't want to put it on here if it's something that shouldn't. You know what I mean?
As long as you was sent to me. Do it, as long as you do it before, let me know before so I can drop down, and then you can do whatever you want with that. Because I
would not put it on here.
You can put it wherever you want. I cannot discuss it.
I get it.
I'm not going to break any agreements that were made. So, anything else you wanted to discuss, Nicole, before I drop down? Because the lawsuit with St. Aloysius is real against the state of Rhode Island. That's real. All that stuff is real.
All right, Angelo.
All right. Well, you all stay blessed.
Oh, we'll see you next time or in the chat. Oh, Constance left too.
All right. Thank you.
Well,
Sarah.
I guess we'll get back to the regularly scheduled program. However, this does
Stay blessed.
this does go with the title though. Toodaloo, toodaloo. Now, I don't know if any of my other guests are here, but this took a turn, but it does match the title, like I said. Twilight Zone. YouTube is the Twilight Zone. Now let me see. I gotta check to see if they text me the person that was gonna come up. Let me see. Looks like I got a lot of text. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to multitask. Let me drop the link in case somebody's here. I did hear in the meantime that somebody went live, but we weren't even discussing that. It kind of took a turn to something else. I did, however, think some of the discussions in the beginning might be good. I realize some things won't change, but you can try. You never know. We did place a clip that wasn't seen yet. I swear the other stuff was sent to me at one point by someone that they were just discussing, and I said it doesn't have an impact on the person I met here because that's all before. You know what I mean? And like, I can relate. I know Angelo's not for everyone, but I can relate to him in certain ways. He has a lot of similarities in his life to me, you know? And not everybody's for everyone. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. Let me text somebody. Oh, crap. 1 second, I gotta shut my phone off. I swear they always call as soon as I get on a live. Oh, Shannon, if you're still here, I don't know if you are. I'm gonna put the link in again. And then there was a couple other people that wanted to address situations, which I'm texting them now. Link is in the chat. Pardon my dog in the background. He's coughing on a hairball or something. I feel like I should be playing music or something while I'm doing this, but oh Lord, Lord have mercy. Yep, Duncan. Did you hear Duncan in the background? Yeah, I understand that. I understand. She did. Let's say let her know, but I don't know if she's still here. So Shannon, D-Boss, I don't know if you're listening. I know you wanted to address some things. I don't know if I'm gonna play any of the clips. I don't know if I should listen to it. I don't know if there's ever going to be an end to it. I really don't intend to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know what I mean? Like I hear these videos that are put out by Gypsy that it's a clapback, but I did the clapback. And like I said in my post earlier, I made a post. She used to always say, offend, defend, which is what I did. She offended, I defended. She's the antagonist in this. She makes posts and videos, and then I respond occasionally. Not all the time, occasionally. Sometimes I let it build up and then I respond. So I ignore many of them. Yeah. Yeah, and Chrissy Angelo's played that a couple times. That was somewhat closer to my area where he did that. And I also was in many homes, like group homes and stuff like that, but not an orphanage. Not an orphanage. And she was also, okay, let's see. Let me see here. I'm just trying to catch, the chat's going so fast. I'm trying to grab comments, but it's not catching up on my computer. Yeah. Everybody has a different, what do you call it? What could I say? Definition of trolling too. I don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, Gypsy was also attacking a lot of looks and stuff. A lot of look attacking, and she got a lot of compliments yesterday despite our live stream. Many people told her she was pretty, and it's like she doesn't hear any of the compliments and she just goes right for all the looks and attacks and stuff. And it's not right. I won't do that. I mean, it's like I said, like, what would that do? Would I put you down because you're a bigger size than me? Would I go flash in my waist size? What would that do? I can't go there. I wouldn't do that. I could, but I don't. That's on you if you want to go attacking people's looks and everything. That I agree with. PG. I don't know what was that was she was talking about. You said that. I've never heard you. I can't remember a time that I've heard you say that. Now I'm trying to decide what I want to do next. Oh, let me check my messages. I'm trying to catch up to see who is waiting. Okay. Link is in the chat. Who else here? Sorry, I'm just trying to reach out to my people. That's true. That is true, Debbie. Yeah, some of that, Donna, might have been caused by you know what yesterday, like we were saying. The money stuff. I've accepted many times, Donna, that it's not going to end, but it gets really frustrating when the same circle starts again. Then everything seems cool, everything's fine, and then it starts again. That's why, Lori, that's why I did it. That's why I did it for so long. Exactly why. My sister had BPD, and I see a lot of the same similarities. I had earlier pulled up some things in case I wanted to play them, but then when I was playing all those clips, all my other stuff got knocked off. I thought I might end up playing some mental awareness shit. I was going to play some of the disorders and see if any of the similarities ring, but I don't think anyone wants to listen to that now. So I don't know if I should play some of the clips or what. It just might be more irritating. I know somebody's cancer was attacked again. We've heard that already on the platform. I heard D-Boss cancer was attacked, and she was told that it's karma or whatever. Okay. Well, how does that make other people? There's people in here with cancer right now. I mean, I find that quite offensive. I know you have to deal with that, Donna. I saw tomatoes too, but I also was pulling up videos and stuff. I did. I don't think that would have worked. Let me see what I still have here. Okay. I had 5 ways to lose the victim mindset, but I don't know if that's the right time to play that anymore. Because I see a victim mentality. Personally, I see signs of that. I had pulled up signs that you are self-sabotaging. It doesn't seem quite the mood anymore. Yeah, it's not right, Judo. And that would be like people saying that, what if people said that to you about your Bell's palsy or something? Oh, I forgot that I'm getting blamed for that too. But people could say that. You got to stop blaming others for all problems in life. You know what I mean? If you're going to sit there and attack someone's cancer and then you blame someone else for your health problems, weird. Just weird, bro. Hey, Freeside. Oh, did you actually listen to it, Donna? I mean, you're free to, if you want to address anything, I dropped the link for anyone that wants to address any comments made or anything to that live. That was my plan here. It did get a little off track, but we're back on here. Yeah, D-Boss Cancer was attacked by Gypsy and her husband. Oh, her husband did it too? Was he participating, Debbie? Okay, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? Let me get it. Yes, Ash. That's right. I think allegedly I owe money now too somehow, and I have no idea why. Oh, great. She's live. Is it called Sarah, my clapback? Notice how it doesn't say chaotic. Notice how it doesn't say Shannon. Notice how it doesn't have any of the other names on it when they address shit. As always, it's all Sarah. Sarah. It's like Marsha. Oh, hello. I mean, that's going to have to be what it is, but I still want to allow people that want to address anything. Maybe I shouldn't play it. I'm going to ask. I'm kind of waiting on the chat, and D-Boss was going to come up. I think anyone that was attacked should say what they have to say and then ice it out. You know what? It might be best if I just block the person because no matter what I do, something always comes back again. It's never going to end. I already knew that a long time ago, and I took the 2 months off from live streaming and stuff. And once again, I decided everyone give them all a chance. Whatever happens, happens. If there's a problem, readdress it, reassess it. And here we go again. I don't know what to do. I don't know if you want to say anything, Jody, but you're free to. I keep dropping the link. I'm kind of waiting for D-Boss. Oh, D-Boss. Gypsy isn't the only one attacking D-Boss. Oh. Chaotic, Leslie, Shannon. I don't know if she's gonna come back now. Life Stance says, where you at, Freeside? What do you mean by that about D-Boss? I mean, I haven't heard anything else. I mean, she's not really even in chats very much. I mean, it might be a good idea, Leslie. If you want to come up, you can too. I mean, it might be the only way. It might be the only way, because I don't know what else to do at this point. Being nice, offering feedback doesn't work. You don't say sorry for anything you did wrong. You had everything wrong yesterday. I addressed everything. Proved everything wrong. It doesn't do anything. Then have live. Did you even say, oh yeah, okay, I was wrong about that? Nope. Nope. Nope, nope. The only thing's going to be ice out. Oh, Leslie too. I don't know what she said about Leslie. I hadn't heard about that. Leslie, did you hear? Hear the comments? Or would you like to come tell me? I'm missing a lot of this. That I did not know. Kind of like to know how the treatments are going. I know she started it and everything. Oh, you're a stupid hillbilly. Is that it? Is that it for you, Leslie? That's all you get? I really think the three of us together must have done something and brought her back to the past when we were all in the chats together before, like at Jimbo's chat and Ernie's. I really did think that. Oh, Lord. Oh, I didn't know that. Anissa, scared of chaotic. Did you write that correctly? No, it's not going to stop. Creepy doll she has now. Well, you know, Mr. Nobody, I got to get to work on that other one that I was talking about. I really do. I'm going to use the picture the last picture you put in the Discord. The one that had the full body and his head was a little big. I'm going to use that one. E squared. Yeah, E squared. Well, we understand her just right. We understand Leslie just fine. Let me check my messages. She's always made fun of that. Let me see if you're here. Let me ask somebody if they're here. I'm just deciding if I want to play some of the stream and be done with it or not play it and talk about it. It always goes back to that. Once you're on the list, Debbie, it will always turn into 1-3. So all three. So like if there's a problem in the chat with, say, Rabbit, or she had an issue in the chat, then she's going to go over all three. She always does it in the whole group once you're on the shit list. You're not ever getting off the shit list. Rabbit is the one that confuses me the most. Because she literally had no problems with her. It makes no sense to me. But it doesn't have to make sense because none of it makes sense. And I don't know. All right, so now I owe 396 or 296, which is absurd because it's actually the other way around if you ask me. But that's a whole nother story. Don't make me go there. And where do you get this idea suddenly? Drugs. Where the fuck did that come from? I don't even fucking like drinking. I don't even like how drinking makes me feel. So that's really weird to say something like that. Projection much? Just like I turned the stream on Christmas Eve when that whole issue happened, when I went on there because I was gonna give a tiny bit for like a stalking or something for the kid, because I had sold some things on YouTube to people near Christmas, some presents that I made, so I had a tiny bit of extra. I mean, of course I could have used it, but I was thinking, oh, maybe that would be nice and they can use it for the stalking. I've already kind of told this story. But when I went on there, they were both bashing me. When I came on to make peace, I just turned it on at the right time, saying horrible things, complaining about not having drug money on Christmas Eve. Nothing about anything else, nothing about gifts, nothing but trying to get money for a bag of weed, and nothing but trying to get money for gummies on Christmas fucking Eve. And you know what I thought to myself? Even if I do send it, they're bashing me and stuff, it's gonna go to drugs. So who's the one that's on drugs? Fuck off with that. If I sent money, it would have went to drugs. And you want to tell other people they're on drugs with no reason? That's fucked up. You're fucking mental as fuck. I can't take this shit anymore. You are one crazy ass bitch. How about that? Fuck you, get out of the IOU money. Fuck that shit. Projection, 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 projection. And that is the truth. Oh, thanks. Lips, I really have tried. If you listened to my stream last night, I don't know if you did Lips, I made so many offers. I know some of it, there was some back and forth. I know some of it might not have been wicked nice, but it never goes to the level of she goes. I always tell her she's pretty. I did it again last night. If you heard my stream, I made good suggestions. All I did was go on there to show that everything she was saying about me was false. She said that Jimbo never threatened me. It was a skit. So yeah, I had to play that shit again. Did I want to? No. She made up stories that I'm buying subs. I don't even have a lot of subs. And made up things about my views and stuff. It was weird. So all I did was go just, prove that that was wrong, which I guess I didn't really have to. And it made me have to go on that website that shows what your stats are. Oh, Social Blade. I had to go on Social Blade. Anyways, all jokes aside, I still gave a lot of constructive criticism. I still called her pretty, like I always do, even though she makes fun of everyone else's looks. Oh, and then she made Chaotic made fun of her sexuality, which she has no clue about, told her to come out of the closet, which is weird. It's like, why are you even pointing that out or saying it in a derogatory manner when you have transgender in your own family? It's weird, I know. I'm just going to have to, I think it might be best to block, but she's been in my live stream the last 3 lives and I've been joking with her again and stuff. And I thought, okay, maybe she's finally over it. And I still said yesterday she can come over and talk if she wants and chill. I said, can we just move forward? I just wanted her to move forward, Lips. Forget about it. Let's just start over New Year's fresh. That's what I was trying to do. But it's never going to work. That's what people say, but I don't really think I don't think she's trying to do it for drama. I think she really gets that upset. I don't think she is controlling it. I really don't. I don't think that, but I mean, a lot of people do say it's for content, but I really don't think, personally, I don't think it's for content. But I think people know I've tried at this point many times. I guess I'm just going to have to maybe block her, maybe. I don't really do that, but I think I have to. Just wish she could move on and find something else. I would never mention it again. Yeah, that's weird. I'm just going to keep dropping it and hope the people come in that wanted to talk about it. And it's up for grabs for most. Or anyone on the list that was talked about, or anyone that wants to address that situation. Well, you did talk about it and you did apologize for that part. I mean, I thought it might help if you guys talk together. I know some people got upset by it, but I was really trying to help. I understand that. I thought I would assess it as needed on an as needed basis, but I just wanted to try. I thought if there was sort of a bridge in the community where people could talk, that it might be helpful and potentially even beneficial, therapeutic. But I was just trying to have it a little different, okay? I mean, I always reassess and try things different. I didn't want to be all the same. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I was just trying, you know. I feel like people should be able to go and just talk in a chat. You don't have to be all best. You don't have to be everyone's best friend, but you should be able to say stuff to the other people in the chat and stuff like that. And it's more, it gets more segregated. Like I've mentioned that many times in the past. I just thought we should all be able to move beyond that. And then if you don't want to talk in it, you just leave and go to another chat. It doesn't have to be so segregated, like I said. Talk to who you want when you're in there, and then if nobody's in the chat that you want to talk to, then just go to a different one. I think it should be more like that. Hello, Kills.
Hey,
Like
can you
you,
hear me okay?
I can hear you good. Like I know that you're not everyone's cup of tea. Some people in my chat, for instance, but that's okay. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make it more normalized. Like that's the way it should be.
And me?
And same
No,
and
I'm
same
not
like
everybody.
and same if I go in
Yeah, I'm
your
not
chat,
everybody's
maybe
cup of tea.
everybody doesn't want me there. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, but I feel like we should all move beyond that a little. We are grown-ups.
I'm I'm me being bedridden and all, and I can't do nothing. Well, you said you ain't got to watch her live though, didn't you?
Are you on the list today
She
too?
said, she said, yeah, she said that I'm bedridden and that she's figured it out. That's how come I've not that I don't come up. But I'm on vacation. I sent you and I sent Sweet Katie, picture out of my hotel room. And look, I'm going to turn my camera on right now. Look, okay. Does this
Oh, look at
look
that
like I'm
view.
bedridden?
Look,
Look
nice
at that.
balcony.
That is,
Just look at
yeah.
it.
Does this look like? Look,
That's
Gypsy.
your
I am
view?
not fucking bedridden.
Oh
Okay.
wait, let's
Yeah,
make
that's
it
my view.
larger. Let me make it larger. How can I solo layout? Ready?
That's the mountains.
Look
That's
at
the
that.
mountains. Well,
Would you look at
that's the
that?
river and then the mountains. I'll show you. Look at that. But
Look
I'm
at it.
bedridden and all,
Just look at
Just
it.
tell you know. So
Lips. Let me say one thing to Lips. Lips, I used to be in that position over and over again, and I feel like I was thinking for months, for instance, let me put it this way. I was thinking, oh man, Chicken Lady's going to be the next Sarah. And then when Chicken Lady left, I'm like, I think Lips is going to be the next Chicken Lady. It's like we try to fix, we try to fix, we try to help, we try to help, and then it becomes a heavy burden and a workload almost that we don't need. There's been countless calls, I'm sure, with you, Lips. I'm sure you've texted her. I'm sure you've tried to help. And I've been in that position, so I know how you will in turn be treated. And I feel like you could be next, you know, and then once you're done, if you end up leaving, it will never end.
Mr. Nobody says beds have wheels. Yeah. We've been down here since um Friday morning, and we're leaving back out tomorrow. That's how come. Another reason why I haven't been live or anything, but
That's cool.
But I forgot that I was supposed to do my live the whole way down, bitching about people and not listening to the radio or not talking or nothing like that. I forgot.
Show us
Maybe I
your
should have done
leg.
that.
I think Donna meant show us your leg to prove you're not on a
Show my
bed.
show.
You don't have to, but
Okay, wait a minute. I got on
you're
my
right.
fuzzy socks right now because it's a little cool out here. We're getting ready to go down to the pool. That's there.
Oh,
See,
look,
here's my
it's a
fuzzy socks.
foot. It's a
See?
foot. Look at it. What?
Don't dox my leg, bro.
What? Give one to Mama T and treated her like a
No, my
druggie?
hand.
What the fuck? I hope D-Boss can come. She told me she had, I think, a visitor real quick, and then she'd be along when she could. Wow. Maybe, I mean, should I play it one last time and then ice out? Do I do certain clips? I don't know if it's going to make me mad, probably. I don't really know what to do
Thank
here.
you all. I am having a good time.
Well, I hope you do have
We
fun.
celebrated 29 years together, married yesterday.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah,
Good for you all. Good for you for having a getaway. That's a part of the big
y'all
problem.
see
You
my
never.
y'all don't dox my fuzzy socks.
I
My
like the
striped
stripes.
fuzzy socks. I think it's actually feels pretty good out here, but I had them on the room because we got the air conditioner on, but we got the fireplace going, so
Air conditioner.
we're crazy. Yeah, we got the air conditioner going and the fireplace going.
Oh my gosh. Well,
We're
I mean, you
crazy.
don't have to pay you don't have to pay the bill on it.
No. But
What's that?
so
What's it
no, I'm not.
say?
And
Saying the money she gave basically were not good enough.
yeah, what do you owe her money for?
Are you talking about the money she was saying the money that D-Boss gave to Mama T wasn't good enough? Did she really say that?
She said that the boss enabled Mama T's drug habits.
I wish Mama T was here. If anyone in the chat want to text her, does she even know? She might
and
be working.
and then she said you owed her money, and I don't know what that. I don't know what that. And a minute ago, I walked up and down my balcony showing this stuff. So no, again, Juicy, I'm not freaking bedridden. Okay, she said she could hear it in my voice, but I just lay in a bed, which is kind of bad for the people that do. Just you know, have to. I
You
am
said
not.
you're bedridden. Shut up. I heard that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they're saying beds can move, so you brought me down here in my bed. Yeah, well,
You threw
hush.
the bed in the
He said the
van.
bed's been moving all weekend.
He wheeled your ass up there.
I told you to shut up. It is not. He said it's been floating in the air. Yeah, he's crazy. I
Oh my
guess it
lord.
was at Mama T, a joke to be at Mama T, but yeah, she
So,
said some nasty stuff
so
about
she went
the
at
D
Mama
boss.
T too? D-Boss and Mama T? Like, man, I thought it was just like a couple of us. So she did a bunch of people today. Tell us what you really
Oh
feel.
yeah, she.
It will come out when she's mad. Then she'll start like she did with Rabbit. She'll act nice. Everything's good. You're friends with her. And then she'll tell you another thing another day. And it's really what she's really thinking. What she's really feeling and thinking comes out when she's mad. And it's very hurtful when you discover the real what's going on and how much effort
Yeah,
you
she
put in.
said
That's
that.
why I feel bad for Chicken Lady because I knew it was going to happen, and I really think Lips could be next, unfortunately, just from the pattern I've seen.
She said that D boss could have gave Mama T one of her tiny homes, and Mama T would have never been homeless again, and like that's any of her business anyway, and you know,
You know what? No matter what she has, why is anyone on YouTube entitled? Why would anyone have to give somebody on YouTube that they've never met or seen? Why would they have to give them their house?
a home
Do you have a home
exactly.
to give away to somebody on YouTube? Would How
No,
can you even think that way in your brain that someone on YouTube is entitled to your house that you worked for?
right.
I mean, what?
I mean, she just was um um. Who really owns that foot raindrop? I don't know. Who really
Well,
owns those fuzzy socks? Those striped fuzzy socks.
there's literally no reasoning. Yeah, how dare you let Lips live in a camper?
Her son lived in one. Yeah. When you got all these homes to be giving out, D-Boss, how dare you?
Uh,
I
yeah,
mean, that
I
she
hope she
just
comes.
today was just worse than I mean.
That's how it happens,
And the more
usually.
people, yeah, and just like I said, the more people when we go in there and start saying stuff, the more she you know gets ramped up.
She blocked D-Boss.
And
I
then
don't know what.
half that shit she is playing, especially there towards the end. It said something about like your, when it's talking about narcissists and stuff. It was like more talking about like your partner or because it's like when they look at you and something about kissing you and stuff. And I was in the chat and I said, I'm sure that Sarah does not want to kiss you, and and
Mm-mm.
I mean it was pretty bad. I just
Wow. Lulu
yeah
got thrown into it yesterday because I remember Lulu's name catch up. Caught it was in the stream last night. When I streamed a little bit of it when we were commenting.
yeah.
Lulu was involved too. Yeah, that's what it is. Chaotic. And like somebody in the chat said with the money and stuff, she doesn't realize some of the stuff when we give criticism, it's to help you. We're telling you things that you could do different, and not all of it's been mean. Some of it's to help you. Like, it's off-putting to people, it's embarrassing, it makes people uncomfortable because not everybody has anything to give, you know? I mean, it makes them feel like they don't belong and they can't go there because they're going to get they have expectations of them, of money and stuff. If they give, but they don't owe you anything. Wait. Oh, right. Exactly.
And she said something about us being paid trolls, and I put in the chat, and I was like,
I'm
since
so
Irony's
sick of
paying me
this.
and Sarah now.
Don't plant that idea in there.
I did put it in
She'll
the
go after
chat.
Ernie next, maybe.
If she ain't seen that mess, then, and that we were messing with him, and that me and you both were shocked that he even sent us any money, then if she, I mean, you know, I mean, you,
He was trying to
Jesus.
groom us to the team.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Chicken
If you
Lady.
do play, if you do play any of it though, it's like towards the middle when she starts playing that man, which I didn't hear half of what he was saying because she kept saying, "Yep, that's it," you know. And like I said, most of those videos was not talking about people on YouTube and not talking about people on social media. That was talking about like partners and stuff being narcissistic and gaslighting and shit. Didn't have nothing to do with or I
Flips.
didn't think it did, and I seen other people in there commenting that too.
Oh, I could do the same thing. I didn't even know she was doing that because I didn't see it, but I already pulled all kind of clips up in case I play them because the same thing could be done. She's got a lot of projection going on. And look, Lips, if you want to say something about it too, you've been active in this too, and you're literally dealing with it right now. So if you have a comment or you would just send something and you want to comment, feel free to come up and tell us too. I'm telling you, like, I feel like you're going to be targeted next.
And then Magnum was in the chat going at D-Boss there in
He
the beginning
enables
at
her.
first yes, he does enable her, and she is the one that's narcissistic. She's the one that tries
Mm-hmm.
to control. She's the
Mm-hmm.
one that worries about people's money and their numbers and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
None of the rest of it. I mean, you know, me and you don't
Nope.
bring that up. I mean, let
Nope.
somebody say something about it, then we might, you know, then we look at it and be like, you know, yeah, like somebody will say like somebody in the chat, you know, hit the like, or you know how our mod doing stuff, and then I may say something, or if we're joking about it because she does, but no, I mean she's the one that goes on about that. So I told her I'll do videos. I said you need. She said I hope y'all are learning or something. I was like, oh yeah, we're learning exactly how you are. I said them videos are describing you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. For real. Yeah. Magnum, listen, I've never felt anything but bad for him. I feel like he's abused, and that's how I feel, and I've seen enough to decide that, and that's my own opinion. Everybody's in what he said. I've humiliated on lives. He told to serve her and everything. I mean, I don't have anyone serving me, but she yells at him and has expectations of him. Always putting him down on lives. You know what that does to a man to constantly be put down? You're doing it in a whole audience listening. Be
Yeah, I mean
masculine. I
she's the one
mean,
that said he pisses in the sink and talks about him not. She's the one that talks about them not having sex and
mm-hmm.
him like I said him pissing in the sink and shit.
I got tons of
I
clips of it.
mean,
Yes, she did. Oh, I have that live. You're right about that. She
yeah.
went live saying he was abusing her while she was being abusive. I do have that recorded. You're right about that. You're
Yeah.
up.
I'm gonna mute for just a second and take care of.
Yeah, okay. Whenever you unmute, that's
Okay.
fine. I forgot where I was gonna go with this. There's just so much. But Magnum's sitting there doing. Anyways, back to I'll say that while she's muted. All the stuff I've seen happen to him. I feel like when she's like this, he's glad that the attention's off him and it's not towards him. That he might not even realize that he's encouraging the behavior and enabling it just because it's off of him. The heat's off of him. What are you participating in calling other women on the internet shit when you're not even involved in it. You're not in the chats. You're not listening. You're just dealing with the aftermath of her. You're only hearing one side. You should know well enough by living with her that there's another side and what's going on here when you've been dealing with this for what, decades now? I don't know how long, but you're not helping in any way. And I've never said anything about nice stuff
No.
about you. And how dare you say I owe you money today? What the fuck? You've texted me.
Yeah, he
Did you
enabled
tell
it.
Did you tell your chat you've texted me asking for money, Magnum? Did I send it when y'all texted me? And remember Jimbo had a fundraiser. You want to go there? Remember Jimbo had a fundraiser and they raffled off the photographs? Did I give you shit and make you pay me back when 2 photos were purchased and it totaled like between 50 and 75 with the shipping? One, I didn't get one of the pictures that was supposed to be a gift for a Christmas present for my sister at the time, and another was for my mother, and the one I did get came to me not appropriate as a sale. It looked like there were 2 deers merged and blurry together. It was the worst picture I've ever seen. I have it still. I'm not going to humiliate you and put it up. What I think happened is something got weathered. It got weathered in the envelope because it wasn't protected. Because I wouldn't think anyone would send it out in that condition after someone purchased it. I don't know if it happened in the printing or if the cold weather did something to it because it wasn't wrapped. But it was like a deer with 2 heads. So again, I couldn't give that to my father-in-law for Christmas as I was going to, but I never made a big deal of that and said, could you give me the money back? No, I just put it aside and said, oh, they must have made an error. They're stressed out because I didn't want to do it or hurt your feelings. But since you hurt mine all the time, why not mention it? Not that that's going to help anything, but I'm just saying. Yep.
I like
I don't know if I should have took the panel right after that, but I think I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if I'm on a panel. Hold on. Hold on.
It's all good. And the whole cam up thing, that's in your head. I'm sorry you believe people are hiding, but you forget you're on the internet and people have that right. You're not having friends over for tea and crumpets. This is the internet, the interwebs, and people have a right to certain privacies, and some are not putting their families on here. Now, I'm not gonna hate on someone or judge them. You know, you get more wisdom as you age, I guess, so to speak. I'm not gonna judge someone if they want to put their kids on or whatever, and that's up to us how we feel about it. I keep a lot of my own opinions to myself. But for me, I'm not going to for privacy reasons, and I have that right to not put my family on here. And you don't have the right to see anything. This is the internet if I don't want to share it with you. Again, we're not in each other's homes. This is the internet. Some people choose to share, and I will not judge them for that. And some people choose to remain private, and that's their right too.
Exactly. And if it was such a big deal, podcast wouldn't make it. Somebody put that in her chat too. Yeah.
Podcast, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, they don't come up. It's just all by voice.
What is FreeSad doing? Oh, he's just messing with you. Oh, he's asking for money?
He he told in Gypsy's chat for Jody to pay your amount that was owed to her.
Wait, can
So
you
I
say
think
that
that's
again?
what they're going on about.
What amount?
He told Jody to pay that $295 or whatever she says that you
the
owe her.
gypsy.
Yeah. And Freeside told Jody to pay it. I think that's what he's going on with her about.
Okay.
But I'll
So
mute and let's talk.
she's still muted. I'm waiting until.
I'll just talk. Fuck it.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna say. I don't know how I'm gonna say it.
I understand.
Gypsy has. I'm upset for other reasons. Gypsy, she like uses me to. She'll say a little something, and she wants me to put out that little piece of information to see what happens with it.
Really?
Yeah, just even recently, when like right after her live, when I didn't have anything to do with her fucking live, I tried going in there to say hi to her. She didn't want to say hi back. She didn't want to acknowledge me whatsoever. So I backed out and I, kind of waited to see if you'd go live, obviously. And she sent me a text saying this big old. Matter of fact, I'm going to read it to you because it's to you, anyways.
Wait, are you saying that she wants you to put out information for her? Like
Yeah,
act as an accomplice?
pretty much. Like right here is a little example, and she gave this to me at 4:32, and then at the end of it, she writes, "Now run and tell that." So that's kind of that situation. But she'll come to me wanting all this sympathy, wanting to know, and she absolutely is copying Betty. She's been asking me all kinds of things about where to find influencer items and how to do this and how to do that, because she wants to be just like Betty, and she's
I
writing.
know.
She
I know,
says
it's
that.
obvious.
She says it. Oh, and I don't know what this means at 8:12. It must have been yesterday, or no, this morning. Hold on.
It could
There's
have been
no
this
date in
morning.
between here. It must have been this morning. It says Sarah. Well, it says your name and our name and then a last name, and then she writes "huh" with a question mark or something. I don't know what that meant at all, because it had been days since March 8th. I guess I sent her something. I said, "Oh, it's about the apps." I know what I want to do on my channel: promote tanning lotion and try it out, like Betty. Promote products. How do I get in touch with people like skin designer? So I just like, you got to find influencer apps, and I just try to keep it at that. But Gypsy, there's so much. You got to stop. Like, you want to be these people so bad. First, you wanted to be like Ernie. You wanted all this support, not like Ernie, but you wanted the support like he was getting. You didn't know how to get it. The same for Jimbo. You were mad about Nicolina getting all these supporters and things. People just like who they like. They like what they see. They don't want to see a repeat or a replica of another person. They just don't.
Or treated like shit.
He's definitely not treated like shit. So then, after I'm not responding to her all day today, she writes, after everything, and I haven't read all this whole thing yet, but let's just do it here. After everything I have been put through here, I deserve a tribe. See, just like I just said, I deserve a tribe. She wants a tribe, a following, and she just wants it so bad. And when she doesn't get it, she flips the fuck out. Like, well, she'll see that she didn't get, people didn't rewatch or didn't do a replay, or people didn't like her thing. So now, and then the next morning, that's what she gets so mad about. It's not that she's mad about you or mad about the people she's talking shit about. She's just mad about that. No, she doesn't have a tribe. She can't figure out how to get one. And then she takes it out on everybody that does have what she wants. There is zero reason to alienate me unless you are a paid troll too. She sends a little troll thing. I'm gunning for Sarah and nobody is going to stop me.
That's psychotic. That's a threat.
And I've asked her a million times, what can Sarah do, or what is it we can do, Gypsy, to try to get you to be just be normal again, like to forgive whatever Sarah has done. Whether you,
I asked her yesterday again in the live. In my live, you can listen to it. My last live. Can we please move on?
I've come to you and was like, Sarah, what is it? Do you think that you have done that we can
I
do?
begged and pleaded yesterday on my live. Can we just move on and be in chats together? If you're gonna do weirdo shit like threats, I will go to the police station and I can get a warrant too. Do you want me to go there? I ain't gonna play around with psychotic bitches on YouTube. I've already been twice before, and they already said they'd handle it for me. Can we just give an example like Nicolina said earlier? ATIL, we are in the same county. My state don't play. Leave me the fuck alone.
Right. And I'm willing for everybody's protection, because that's kind of what I'm out for, is protecting people. And if I see that I'm helping out the wrong person, I will definitely switch sides.
If it affects you mentally like it is, where she's asking you to get involved, you have to think about your own family.
If I feel that you need the protection, I will send out whatever text I have to help you. I just, in that way. And some people
this isn't
don't like
normal.
It, some people do. I mean, I just am I'm who I am. I'm out for the truth at all times. So
what revenge is needed? What have I done that's so bad? There's nothing. It's all in her head.
But listen to this. She goes, all she had to do was call me and give me an explanation with the same.
Oh my God.
I know.
One phone call. This is psychotic.
I know. We've asked about this months ago. What could what do you mean? All she had to do was call you. Like, you should have told us that. We asked that.
Oh my God, one phone call. This is
with
literally...
the same energy she gave Chaotic and Leslie. There is zero excuse. You are all rally behind her, and I'm exposing it, period. Now she goes, run and tell that. Well, I ran and told Gypsy. But guess what? You don't have me on your side, in your ear. I mean, I'm not going to be your shoulder, none of that stuff anymore. I can't do that. You're not going to go out and attack people. You're just not.
Yeah, I ain't dealing with crazy bitches on here. I already said I ain't fighting with bitches on here.
Right.
I started over no one. I like literally. I'm only addressing this because like all the stuff that was said yesterday, I debunked. The back and forth shit's not gonna happen. You're just getting blocked. But if you're gonna be psychotic, I'll handle it.
And then she wants to prove that she's doing a clapback. But Gypsy,
It
you've
ain't a
been
clapback.
right.
I'm
That's
doing
what
the
I'm saying.
clapback.
Right. She's been doing them so long, so you finally react, and now all of a sudden it's you attacking? No. Let Sarah react. Let her respond once. Like, you've been talking for months.
This is what it was. The abuse back and forth, the abusive patterns, which is what I saw in Chicken Lady happening, and that's why I said you could be next, because it's the same pattern and you are in a way getting abused.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. And she's not gonna be able to hurt me or anything. I mean, yeah, maybe once in a while if I hear too much of it, it'll maybe piss me off for a minute, but I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it.
And now we're talking about somebody that claims they did not call Kel's husband, but now you're going to talk about, what are you looking up my family and stuff, you psycho? I ain't looking up yours. Over one call, I didn't answer. This is like civil type shit. I can't get away from this chick.
When I thought that it was you going after her and attacking,
I understand. I understand it. You don't get it until you're in it and it happens to you.
Right. So I was on her side, of course, and I think she might have asked me to try to find your information. Then maybe I'm trying to look to see if I ever did, but I can't. I'm not going to deny it. If I did something bad, I'm going to have to.
If you're looking for a record, if you want to look me up and you're all looking for a record, there ain't gonna be one. If you want to see if I'm lying about anything,
if you want, know if that's what she's looking for. I don't know what it is she wants on you.
There's no big gotcha. I'm not lying. I got my house when I was 20, like I said. Everything else, I was a case manager for 16 years. Look it up. You want to look up my freaking certifications in the Red Cross? Look it up.
I wonder if I can go to oh geez, sorry. Here and go to
You want to see if I did? You want to see if I was MAPS trained for all those years and I did medications? Look it up.
She wanted.
I got a text a minute ago saying my camera was on. No, I showed the fireplace. I showed that I can actually walk in and show the fireplace. Again, I'm not bedridden. I got out of bed and put clothes on.
Wait, I have a confession. I have a confession.
I am. I'm moving all the time.
I have a confession to make, guys. Just when I was 7.5 months pregnant with my son, I got a ticket, a speeding ticket. I was doing 42 and a 35.
Damn.
Oh.
That's the last time the police interacted with me negatively.
They drug you right out of the car, huh?
42 and a 35 when I was 7.5 months pregnant. Like a couple decades ago. I got that on my record.
Well, I got a confession to make too.
I wouldn't have been able to work.
Bedridden at 5.
I wouldn't have been able.
Bedridden at 5 months when I was pregnant, so
I wouldn't have been able to work.
Bed rest at 5 months, so that's the only damn time I've been bedridden.
I got quarried every year at my job. We got quarried. Okay.
I do want to admit though, when she did ask for a picture of you, I told her where to go find one.
I put pictures on my wall. She also claimed that she also claimed I was using my sister's picture, and I showed everybody on my live. Let me show you right now.
That picture, actually, the picture you're showing right now, or actually, no, it might be one with you and your son in a boat. That's the one I sent her. And
I put it on my wall.
Yeah, I said that's in Sarah's intro.
It's in my intro. You're right.
It is in your intro. So
and once again, because I have the right to privacy, I blurred out his face because he's not on the internet. I have that right.
Yeah.
Just leave me the fuck alone and I won't talk about you anymore. Good God almighty.
So, yeah, it's just those things, when I thought she was all whatever, some victim. Well, anybody playing victim or anybody who's a true victim is not going to stay on the internet and make themselves a bigger victim.
There's a victim mentality here. It's a victim disorder. And I was going to play that too, but I don't think I need to. It's quite obvious if you just do a clip. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, I got that. I think I just got written up like a warning. Or I might have got a ticket. I don't remember. It was a couple decades ago after all.
So you can put that stuff in my...
Yes, sir.
You can't work
with that speeding ticket all them years ago.
Listen, I can't do the job I did if I had a record. They core you every year.
Man, I was there for her during her what was that, Bell's palsy thing there. I called that out first, and Like
That's another thing. She wants to blame all that on. She wants to blame every illness that she's got on the internet. Well,
I'm
there's
kind
a
of got.
logical solution to that. Shut the goddamn YouTube off. It's causing your Bell's palsy, and it's causing this, and it's causing that. Shut the fucking shit off. Get off. Just log off. There's the simple solution to it, Gypsy. And quit enabling her because you just make it worse. And then going after D-Boss in the chat was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, that was gross. I didn't like that. And they had constant attacking of Rabbit. What the fuck is Rabbit done? Just because she has a following,
Nothing.
she has a tribe. So she's clearly going after these people with tribes. And for her to send me that message right after her live makes it very, very clear. I mean, you can't get no more clearer than that.
This is triggered because all three of us were on panel.
Oh, for sure.
I think. I didn't even think anything like that would happen, but.
And she's mad because she says she don't have, because she says we're all in a clique together. Well, she had that same clique, and look what she done to it.
My chat's click free
Destroyed
right
every
now.
fucking bit of it.
That's just it.
You know what I'm saying?
Once she's finally
She destroyed it herself.
Yeah, you're right, Kel. Sorry. Once she's finally welcome back or welcome into, like, say, your lives, or or just even in these groups, we all are in the same group, whether anyone wants to admit it or not. Yes, we have separations. Yes, people get mad at each other, but we're still all in the same group. We still all watch each other. We still all watch the same people.
Yeah.
We go to the same places. And it's just always going to be that. If she wants out, she's going to have to go to a whole other community and ice us out, if that's what she wants to call it. Nobody iced her out. That might have been worse.
That was supposed to have been the whole point with her new channel. And then what she do on it? Drama too.
Yeah.
I mean, that was supposed to be the whole point with her new channel, and she don't.
Here's one of the problems I see why it won't work. And I did give this I try to do it in the most constructive way, like I said yesterday. If you want to move on, you have to listen to some of the feedback people said and some of the nicer things I said, even yesterday. I understand whatever the victim mentality stuff, but if you listen to what I said and all the things, you made a bunch of accusations, I debunked them, but you have to get out of this mindset and take no accountability is what's causing the problems. You only see what other people do to you, so it doesn't enable you to move on. If you just, even if you don't admit it to me or anyone else that you heard or all the things you do too, that's what causes the problems, but you don't see it that way, and that's why it keeps going in a circle. It's everybody else, it's everybody else. Okay, so if we did this, what did you do that made us do that? You have to think differently and realize some of the things you do to cause it, like yelling at your chat about not paying you or buying a membership. You caused them to leave. That's not my fault. I was blamed the other day of the reason her channel, she has nobody or something too, I think recently, and I'm like, what? You told people to leave. You've yelled at your own chat. You yelled at your mods and took their wrenches away. That's you. That's not my fault. I'm not even on your channel. I don't even go bother you in your chat. I don't go in your chat. Have you ever seen me in there getting her going? I don't say anything to her in there. Just like I haven't gone into Ernie's new channel.
It makes her chat uncomfortable. It does. I mean, nobody don't want to hear that,
See you later, Jody. I don't know if D-Boss is going to still come or not. Bonkers.
But I'm gonna hop off here. We're gonna go down to the swimming pool, okay?
It sounds nice. Sounds nice.
But I wanted to come up for a few minutes and support you. And
thanks.
You have a lot of people behind you. Don't you let nothing that she says get to you, because I mean it's she's done this shit over and over and over, and but if and it's up to you if you listen to it. But
there are a lot of projections in it. That's what I was saying. I don't know what I don't know how she can move past that. I even pleaded to move forward yesterday. It doesn't work. She could be in the tribe.
Listening for a little bit, okay?
Sure.
Bye,
you can
guys.
hang out. I offered her. See you later. I offered her to come hang out in the chat. She's been in my last 3 lives. That's why it doesn't make sense. Except for the seeing us all together might have triggered her. But I still was pleading yesterday. Come in the chat. You don't have to be besties with everyone. Just come in and do your jokes and stuff. She can be funny. I said nice things about her yesterday. I even said she was pretty, looked like a model again when she was younger, and she still goes after other people's looks, even though people are saying nice things about her looks. Do you ever say thanks or see the positive things we say about you? You only pick out bad stuff. We say good stuff too. Trying to help you, like give you ideas to move on. I even asked if you wanted to talk yesterday. It doesn't help anything. You're going on trying to threaten me behind my back and talking about my family. Like, I don't know. This is weird. That's creepy shit. D-Boss, did you ever come in the chat yet? I don't think she did. Berto, I didn't let you up yet because we're doing a certain topic and it's all people that I don't think you were mentioned in. I don't think Gypsy said anything about you. Did you have something to say about Gypsy? I don't think Berto was mentioned.
I don't think talking to me or not.
I don't think Berto was mentioned, right?
Gypsies, I don't think so. Well, not here. I know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bonkers. Oh Lord. Let's see. Yeah, probably don't want to do that. Okay. I don't know if it. I don't know what to do, Belinda, but yeah. Yeah, signs and symbols. Yeah, Berto wasn't mentioned. I know Berto loves the panels, but we're trying to do the stuff from the video mainly.
My phone just died. Really? It's always gonna happen like that. Yeah. So I don't know. I probably should have talked on a better day. You know, when I wasn't already right up for other.
Got a plane overhead. I might have to mute for a second.
Well, let's see what's going on in chat. I probably shouldn't look, but. Hey, Labs. Everybody.
Ooh, sorry.
Oh, we got.
Was that me or you?
I think it's you. Only from coming back because you got two people up. You're two things up. Yeah, Berto. Go keep Gypsy busy. Now, I wouldn't say certain things about it being mental illness if I didn't see the same patterns in some of these other people that are clearly mentally ill. I'm going to bring up Leticia. Gypsy, don't flip out. Nobody's trying to compare you to just Leticia. But there's some things that you say and some of your actions are the same that I see in somebody like Leticia. Or I have another lady that I'm keeping an eye on right now. She goes by J.O., just observing. Freeside knows who I'm talking about. He's been over there quite a bit lately. She is just as bad, but more still kind of sane with it. But she too is paranoid. Like there's a lot of paranoia in Gypsy. A lot of fears of things. God, I wish I knew more about it. You guys know how bad I am with words. We are owed nothing in this life. Things in life are worked for and earned. Influencers have to connect to their audience and be successful. Yeah, Lulu, and that's why I didn't want to go. One of the reasons I didn't want to go into a full blown out conversation with her about the influencer thing, because you don't just contact somebody and just become an influencer. You just don't. I was letting her know I've worked months on this app. I kind of gave up a little bit, but I worked months before I was given a urine cleaning spray to do. You know what I mean? And that's because I finally went on there and started doing reviews on things that they did not send me. You know, showing them that I was able to do a review, showing them how I was able to do a review, you know, proving to them I was capable of doing the things before I was sent anything. So yeah, I had to earn it. Same thing with Betty. Betty's been having to earn things. Look at how hard she works. She didn't just become what she is right now. It didn't just happen overnight. It's chaos. Oh no. Yeah, no company will work with somebody that's with no following, the attitude that she's got. They see that. You know how many emails I get that stem from my YouTube channel? And these emails are influencers. And they're offering things like mics and whatnot. And they will bring out when they email me, they have a certain video in mind that they just got done watching. They'll be like, because of your video name, blah, 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 blah. And they go into detail when they contact me. No, I don't usually contact them back because I wasn't really into all that. But I mean, that's just how it starts. They have to see that you are capable of even holding a conversation, which I can't even do anymore. I just really can't. You motherfuckers you got too many rules, man, and I can't talk freely. I can't say what I would normally say and stuff. Now we got 3 Sarahs. Woo! What's going on, Sarah?
Fixing my mic.
Crybaby, you should ask yourself that. You see, who am I messing with? Show me one person that you see me out there fucking messing with, or whatever you want to call that. Air quotes around messing. I said that I'm watching another girl like that, right? Keeping an eye on, right? Doesn't mean messing with. I've never gone real life on the motherfuckers. I don't do any of that. The little bitch that keeps wanting to go real life on me, yeah, she's going to get the same energy she gives. And that goes for anybody out there with me. You're going to get the energy you give. Everybody knows that about me already.
Sorry, I had some connection issues, so that's what I was dealing with. That's why I was quiet. I can't reconnect my earbud for whatever reason,
And I'm
so I
going to
had
give you connection issues back, Sarah.
I'm having some issues with the StreamYard, so I usually watch on my phone, but now I can't, unless maybe I can go to the YouTube side. That's where I usually see most of the comments.
Mr. Nobody, you don't worry about my responses. I get them from you.
What in the hell?
About what, like Pink Birdo?
Sorry, my phone's acting weird.
No, I don't go around. Like Pink Birdo, I could go around fucking with you. Do I? Tell him. Tell the truth. Do I go around harassing you? Or, I mean, I'll tell you behave and shit, but I don't think that's anything. Like, do I go around telling people all this shit? And, oh, God, don't fucking do this. Or do I, like, bring you any kind of hate in real life? Like, do I affect your real life, I guess is what I'm saying. You don't worry about the email, Mr. Nobody.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just lost maybe my earbuds died, and that's why every time I switch out, I have to reconnect. So I couldn't get them to connect, so that's why I was distracted by. Apologize. Kind of miss what's going on.
Pink Birdo wants. He says, "Let me up for a few."
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do on that one. I don't have cicadas. Not yet. Not yet.
No, nobody did. But I was. Crybaby up here says that I go around messing with the mentally ill and stuff, and like people that.
I don't know the other person you were talking about. I was trying to listen, but that's when I was having my earbud person. You said there's another Letitia person.
Yeah, she goes by Just Observing, and I mentioned that I was watching her or whatever, and my reason I'm bringing it up was because I can compare. Okay, this person's mental illness and this person's mental illness, just like the patterns that they have, which shows me that's what that mental illness brings, things like that. That's why I watch. But when I'm able to pull those things out of other people that are kind of acting that way or starting to act that way or whatever, that's what I brought up about Gypsy, how I can see 1 or 2 things in her that I see in these other people too. And, I don't know. I guess I forget where I was going with the rest of it earlier, but I went there.
I see what you mean.
But Crybaby called me out. Crybaby called me out saying, "Why are you going to mess with people that are mentally ill?" And I asked them to show me or explain, and they haven't said anything since. So,
Trying to see what clips I had up here.
I don't mess with your real life, you asshole. Now Pink Birdo's playing.
I was going to ask who said that, Birdo?
Yeah.
Well, I see self-sabotaging, and maybe the victim mindset is where things go wrong here.
Yeah.
Never recognizing that you hurt others too, and that you only see what they do to you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And sometimes they're not doing anything. It's just the way you perceive things that they are, and they're not.
You're right.
And that's where a lot of us try to help you out with that, with your perceptions, and that's where it went to me.
We get called a troll, or we're just lying.
Right.
Yeah. No.
That's what I've been called for a long time.
Yeah. And that's what she's been calling me for the last month or 2. Yeah. She just hasn't been. Well, she'll do it. I don't know if you dropped again. You did. Sarah. All right, Pink Bow. Now I would like for you to explain that. Okay. I'd like for you to explain yourself, and no, you're not going to get a link for it. If you're just saying that to try to get a link, that's not going to work because I'll just allow you to say it. You name Pink Bow. You know nothing about my life to even be able to say that. Pink Bird. Yes, you're right, Mr. Nobody. But this is Sarah's panel. I gotta behave. Behave. Caw. Yes, and that's true. Who said that? Belinda. That's true. That and it has been happening and stuff. And I've trolling in chats and stuff. That's different, and I am guilty of that 100%. Am I proud of it? No. But to go real life on somebody who is mentally ill or to do whatever it is I was being accused of, that's not true. I what did she say? Ash, you just need to be quiet. Like, why keep messing with others with mental illness? You don't see me going around doing anything like that. If they're in a chat I'm in and they're talking shit and they deserve it, they're going to get the same energy that they're giving. You know, that's all there is to that. If they're normal enough to be online, you know.
Oops, I'm muted.
I was wondering where you went.
The goal with her was to come in and she could still come in and hang out. You know what I mean? I keep trying, but the more I try, and then these things happen when I never know when they're going to happen. It's like being on eggshells. I never know when it's going to happen again. I can't do right no matter what I do. I'm always going to have this happen again. So probably would be best. I mean, yes, I can block, but that's not going to stop her from watching and getting angry still.
No. Or
you're self-sabotaging you're self-sabotaging your invite to hang out with us when I've clearly made it clear you can hang out with us.
Pink Birdo, you shut me right up. Yeah, you did. You win.
Birdo, you come around and start fights with everyone. That's why they don't. Sometimes they want to fight with you, but not all panels want to fight with you, and not all the panels are let's get Royal Rumble, you know? Some of it's a serious topic here.
When I had Birdo on my channel and I mentioned this other Charlie chick in the other community, and Birdo's like, oh yeah, I know him, right? Well, I asked Charlie, and Charlie knew, the girl knew of Birdo. Well, now Birdo thinks that he can go over there and take over fucking panel 24/7 now, so it's not even fun to even watch her anymore. And she's like, no, I've never actually met him, and I don't know of him anything. She knows nothing about him at all. And then he joins panel, and she's like, oh God, he is what Lip said he is, you know? And
I can't have every panel be a fight panel. That's the thing.
He's like trying to tell everybody, because I was like, Birdo, you behaving. Like, you know, I always do. I do it to Freeside. I do it to fucking everybody. He should have, well, whatever. Anyways, and then Birdo's like, oh, Lips, you stop attacking me, blah, 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 stop attacking me, blah. And then he asked Charlie, he's like, yeah, Charlie, you know me, huh? You guys all know me? And she's like, no, this is only the second time I've actually seen you.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's so dumb.
True. So Chaotic says that.
Ash, do you fall under that category? Is that what you're trying to say, or what? Do you fall under the mentally ill that's being attacked? Is that why you're so concerned about it?
That's what it is, Flies.
Birdo, no.
Are you here to fight with Lips? Because we were trying to do something serious. I got issues here.
Right. She has had
I ain't dealing with it, man.
A serious live, and the fighting is just...
Oh, really? Gypsy, why should I be scared of you? What are you planning to do? Should I tell my police? Is that what you like? Do you guys want some more trouble in your life? Is that what you're pushing me to do? Because I'm trying to leave your ass alone.
Golden Grace, that's a good comment.
I mean, don't be threatening people on the internet. And then, let me guess. If somebody comes to talk to you, it's going to be my fault that you made threats, right? Because that's how it goes. I'm the victim. Sarah called the police. No, you're the one making threats. That's what would happen, though. That is what would happen.
I can see that, because that's exactly what the neighbor does, of why she does what she does with me, is because she can't afford a fence. In her TikToks, before she even come to YouTube, when Peachy and everybody was texting her, she said in there, I got it somewhere, that she was going to do anything she could to force me to have to build one because she couldn't afford it, is what the context was in those messages. And ever since then, it's been constant cops coming over here, DNR, animal control. Like,
Oh, you still fight with your neighbor?
dude, all last week I caught her dog in my yard, so I fucking told her, get your effing dog, in your own yard. And they picked up, it was the dude, he picked up a dog and went to go walk away, and they turned around and started coming at me, and I'm in my house, what are you going to do about it, blah, blah, blah. And they blasted their radio from no, it was not 1 o'clock. I keep saying 1. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon until the noise ordinance at 9 or 10. And then every day during in the morning when she went to go drop her kids off at school, she would blast her radio out in the garage. And when she come home to do her own thing, she'd turn it right off. So 7 o'clock every fucking morning to 8 or whatever, or 7:30 to 8, she's out there blasting shit. Hey. I
didn't realize you guys were still ruckusing. I thought that was the thing of the past. But don't you think this is like not something she needs when they're moving and stuff? And trying to like pack and everything else they got going on in their life. Why would you try to push me to do something like that? I don't get it.
I guess
I'm gonna give you another last chance, but if you keep it up, like if you're really gonna, be doing weird, shady shit like that, I ain't gonna take it.
The end of the
I don't
life,
want to give you any
about
problems
that.
in your life. I understand you're tormented and all. I'm gonna try to block you and hope that helps. I don't know what else to do. Like I said, I can't force you to not watch. This is not something I want to do for content all the time. Trust me.
That's reason. No.
If you can plead any sense into her, if you do end up talking to her, I'm trying. I really am. I don't want to do that. I really don't.
She's not going to use and abuse me. I told her that at the beginning. If I
That's what I used to take.
I was gone. I'm not going to be the one that gets thrown out later. Oh, well, Lips was sending me information. I'm so and so because of blah blah blah. Why? Because I fucking thought that you were, I guess, a victim. I don't know what else to call it. I thought that
she's good at what she does.
Yeah, and a lot of them are. Now I normally see through that stuff, and I seen through a lot with her, but I would feel bad and still give her that benefit of the doubt, and I would go talk to the mean girls and tell them, oh, Gypsy, blah, 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 blah. She didn't mean it like that. She meant it like this. Because that's how she would explain that shit to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she comes to you after you end up feeling bad and the cycle continues. I've already been through that. She's had me pulled over before on the side of the road. My legs were shaking because I thought she was in a situation that required immediate help. Like I thought her life was in danger. I legit was scared for her, thinking something was happening to her and she needed help. Like rescuing, you know what I mean? Because I thought she was in a domestic. That's what she portrayed to me. And I was scared for her. And I can't deal with stuff like that anymore.
That's it. Just it. It's us that feel like we need to help and protect. Those ones are definitely being taken advantage of. And then
sometimes life sometimes sucks. Not this kind. No. I prefer not.
Oh, hell no. Not the real life stuff.
Not this kind.
Crybaby, why don't you take Birdo and go somewhere to a different shop?
Birdo's out for panel surfing. That's what they like to do. And cause chat fights. They like to fight and chat. It's kind of her thing.
That's wet? Oh my god.
I'm wondering if it's the cats every time she opens the door. Sorry, I'm having a poop smell problem, and I keep thinking
it's all right. I don't think D-Boss is going to come up after all. I think maybe her company got unexpected company. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and I felt bad for D-Boss. Rabbit, everybody. None of that shit needed to be said today. She didn't need it. If she doesn't want to be attacked, what the fuck is she out here doing attacking everybody else for?
But they're not. You can listen to my live, and I pleaded so many times to come join us. It's there yesterday. Yeah. And good feedback and some constructive criticism. Yeah, there's some things that aren't the greatest, but look, compare the two. Compare all the lives together, and you'll see what the problem is. Look, even Nicolina has gone in a couple times and said, like, she makes comments like, you want to wear her skin or whatever. She's even seen her do this to me for years.
I know. We all see it. Especially when I know for a fact that I've gone to her a million times, as many times that I've seen her attack, to ask her what it is we can do to at least settle the shit between you two.
At
I
least
don't.
get that over with. And you are willing on all sides. You are willing to do anything. She's not.
I would
But that
rather,
must-
yes. I
Sorry.
don't, despite all the things, I don't want health stuff like that. But I don't like to see her take other people's health problems and say it's their karma, because there could be people that do that to her, and I wouldn't want to see that. There could be people that said the tragedies in your life are your karma. Would that be a kind thing to do? No.
Right.
But when you do that stuff to others, somebody out there might do that back at you, and that could really hurt you.
Correct.
I wouldn't do that, but they could say that about you know what, and the
I tell
Bell's
people that all
palsy.
the time. It's not the people that we are here talking with that we have to worry about. It's the ones that aren't talking that we have to worry about. The ones we don't know of that are even
Yeah.
more mentally ill than the ones we, us or them or whoever. Like it's the people, the silent ones that we don't know. We definitely need to worry about. We don't know what they're doing, who they're calling, and if they're doing, dumb shit behind scenes. We don't know.
Okay, what did they say?
Continue to abuse you if you let her block her.
Oh, this person, I don't know who they are, or if they're in a troll account, or if they're a random surfer. So let me get to that question, because they might not know. I'll give you let me scroll up, because I saw it on my phone, but life sometimes sucks. It certainly, this is what you're saying right here. Your whole comment sounds like the person that we're talking about. I've pleaded and begged, offered them. They literally were in my last 3 lives. It's been a repeated cycle that happens multiple times over the last many years. And I just want them to fit in, join, chat with us, be cool. She's pretty funny. We've given her good feedback, but then it always turns into some sort of victim mentality, and she attacks and stuff. I don't like this. I prefer not. So what I'm going to do to do my best to rectify it is just block and move on, because I've made many efforts. I pleaded with her yesterday. She will not stop. And now she's threatening. I mean, I'm at the point where we're talking law. If she wants to go law, I can do that. I don't want to. I don't want it to affect her health, despite what anyone thinks. Do I want to see her get another outbreak and be in the hospital? No. I just want her to leave me alone, and we'll all be fine.
Right. I feel the same, even when it comes to even like my neighbor and stuff. I don't want to have to do what she's doing back at her. I don't want to have to call the law when it gets down to it. I don't want her arrested. I don't want
neither one of them.
Yeah, why she would want that for me or anybody in my family just blows my mind. And they all have the same patterns. They all are doing the same things, just in different ways. And it takes sitting back and looking at it and stuff.
Oh, I think Shannon must have went and done something. I haven't seen her in the chat.
I haven't seen her back.
I can't remember if I texted her or not, but I mean, I don't know if I should even, I might just end it in a minute. I mean, I was going to play a couple of this. I don't even know if it would be helpful at this point. No one's going to.
Sorry, Pink Bow. It's not happening. It's not about you today.
I was going to, what it was even, did I pull up? I could just put a link in the chat. It's 5 ways to lose the victim mindset and 5 ways to recognize it. There is some good information in here. I doubt it will be watched, but let me get the link.
I've asked her to change her gummies and stuff too, to just use some normal shit. Even if you got a friend, get some normal weed, stay off the stuff that's got chemicals in it and other things.
You don't know what you're buying if you're buying it in those places, and it could be part of the root problem here.
And it's got synthetic shit in it. That synthetic shit. I think I told this story before. I'll tell it real quick. When I was smoking the synthetic stuff, because I had to stop for a minute.
That's not good.
I was smoking a bowl or something, and I wanted to go roll a cigarette. So somehow I picked up my ashtray, went to my cigarette rolling machine, filled my ashtray full of tobacco, ended up at my kitchen sink running water on it before I snapped out of it and realized, what the fuck? What am I doing? I just wanted to roll a cigarette. Why there's a tobacco all over my sink? You know what I mean? Then that's what happens to those people that are putting their babies in the oven and shit too. It's a proven moment. Yes.
It's a proven fact that any underlying mental illness, when combined with certain synthetic things such as that, or the deltas, or any of them, can cause different problems worse. It could intensify any underlying issues. It could cause psychosis. It could cause all kinds of things. Behavioral changes. Oh yeah, it's not good. It's not a good mix. When you already have something going on upstairs and then you add that stuff, it could be a bad combination. I didn't realize it was the synthetics.
Yeah, the deltas and all that stuff, it's all synthetic stuff. It's just they're using that's why the numbers change. They'll say 8 and 9 and 10.
that
Like the gas station stuff.
Yeah, the government will find it's not regulated by the government. So when the government does regulate that number 8 or that whatever, then they change the chemical mix up of it, which usually has to be more potent or whatever. Then they call it 9. Then they call it, Suboxone is synthetic too. It is. I hate it.
It is, but it's proven more effective when used appropriately or under the guidance of a doctor, where Delta 8 and all those other weirdo gas station unregulated things you're buying over the counter at little mini stores aren't necessarily the best.
Regulated by the government and a doctor to where that stuff is.
Right.
Yep.
That's
So
a little
that's
bit
why the
different.
numbers change.
You kind of know what you're getting when you go to the physician under the physician. You know what I mean? I think it's proven more beneficial if used correctly.
And they can keep coming at me about Suboxone all they want. Yep.
Oh, is that? I didn't even pick up the innuendo.
Yes, they're fucking just talking shit because I take Suboxone and I don't take it as prescribed. I take less as prescribed, and my doctor definitely knows about it. There's a reason they have to prescribe me so many. So, yeah. Don't you think my doctor's been called 1 million times over? Like, come on. If you think that's the one person who hasn't been contacted in my life, you're wrong. Yeah, go ahead and play whatever it was.
Play a little of it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. It's like a 6-minute video. I'll just play some of it. I didn't even listen to all of it. Oh, hi, Jody. I don't think D-Bus is coming. I did text her, but I don't know if she got busy. What were you going to say?
I just think that all those people that were attacked just definitely don't. All you guys don't. Everybody knows don't take it to heart. But I mean, just really don't take it to heart. It's bullshit, and it's obviously, like she was saying, it's something wrong with you guys. No, it's not everybody. Not everybody around you is the problem. You know, it's the common denominator, which becomes that person. Okay, let's do this.
Okay, I might not hear for a minute because I'm going to attempt to, while I play this, I'm not going to be able to stop it for a minute because I'm going to go try to find my other earbuds, so I'll be gone for a second. Don't pour them on me, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Don't Ernie me.
How do you know if you're wallowing in victimization? Here's 5 ways to recognize.
Actually, before I go look, can you hear that okay?
Oops.
Yes. Okay, because sometimes when I switch, you can't hear it.
Number 1, most things have a negative tone to them. You can even get to the point where you feel like life just isn't even on your side, or you've been dealt a really bad set of cards. Number 2, you ask yourself why a lot. Why does everything in my life have to be hard? Why can't people just leave me alone? Why don't people understand me? Number 3, you mull over things a lot. The psychological term for this is ruminate. Picture a cow chewing cud for hours. This is what can go on in your head when you're thinking about your life. The script just runs over and over, and nothing seems to work out for you. I never seem to get fill in the blank. Why bother? Because I always fill in the blank. Number 4, you don't think very highly of yourself. You are your own worst critic. You feel like damaged goods, which means you don't deserve very good things. Number 5, your first emotion is anger, and you're often resentful of other people's gains. An example of this may be you resent the fact that your best friend got a $7,000 bonus at work. She already has nice things. Why is she always the one who gets these things? These things never seem to happen to you. Do any of these sound familiar to you? Sometimes you can slip into the victim mindset only in certain areas of your life. It can be subtle but persuasive enough to hold you back or even lower your self-esteem. Here are 5 solutions to break out of this way of thinking. Number 1, build confidence by creating small, achievable goals. Think of this as like starting with one of those huge, large 100-piece baby puzzles and then moving up to the 1,000-piece mega puzzle. If you're convinced that good things never happen to you, you have to retrain your mind to see that you can win at something, even if it's something small. Then you have to give yourself time to reflect or ruminate on these small accomplishments with the intention of moving on to even bigger accomplishments. Number 2, turn your attention to giving to others. Victimization breeds neediness. And the more needy you are, the more opportunity you have to be disappointed when your needs aren't met. So adopt the approach of getting by giving first. Meeting someone else's needs allows you to rise above the victim mode and by being someone's hero. The satisfaction that you can get from showing love to others gives you a reason to love yourself. And when you love yourself, you build a hedge of protection around yourself to guard against future hurts. Number 3, make a gratitude list. You've probably heard this before. But when you're in victim mode, you focus more on what you don't have and you lose sight of the things that you do have. So you change your perspective by spending more time counting your blessings when you write these things down. And you can remind yourself of these things later when you slip back into feeling sorry for yourself. So you actually have them that you can pull them out from a piece of paper and read them. Number 4, get closure on your past hurts. And this may involve forgiving someone. It may involve forgiving yourself. If you blame yourself for continuing to make the same mistakes over and over or trusting the same wrong person, you need to do the following. You need to understand what draws you to these bad decisions in the first place, and this will take some work. You may need the help of a therapist or a counselor or even a good friend who knows you very well. But once you have a good handle on your pattern, you press the reset button and you trust that you can move on to better decisions in the future. Number 5, take ownership of your decisions. No one can make you feel a certain way without you allowing it. And if you're around people who make you feel bad, maybe because they're critical of you, then you've got to limit your contact with them because they're not helping you. And sometimes you don't have the option of never seeing them because it's a family member, maybe a parent. In that case, you have to set an emotional distance between you and that person to protect yourself from always being hurt by them. So don't let past hurts define you. Identify how you may be wallowing in victim mode so that you can put it behind you. You have the power to rid yourself of the victim persona, but it will be a daily ongoing process that requires a lot of effort. But it does become easier the more you rid yourself of that victim mindset. Here's a challenge for you. Identify a way that you're wallowing in victim mode. And here's 2 ways you can start with this. Do you have a why bother mindset about because you failed at something so many times? Or are people always having to give you a pep talk? If so, choose one of the 5 solutions and apply it to your situation and implement it. And I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment and let me know how this worked for you. Thanks for watching.
We might have to watch the emotions you don't own too. Shit. That's good, Sarah. It's very, very good. And each one of them pertain to the situation. Each one, both in the victim part and the beginning part, the first 5. I think they were both victims, but
I mean, there were so many things in that when I listened to it. I had pulled up a few of them, and I'm like, I'm not going to bore everyone with all these lessons and stuff. 'Cause I know some people. I just thought it might resonate with you when you listen to it. You hear a lot of the similarities, and even stuff that affects you.
Yeah. That's what I said there. I said when they were talking about the one thing about wanting to save everybody and feel like you're a protector. I'm as stuck in that. I wish I didn't be. I'm not there, but I am, and I don't know how to get out of it.
And this is from a doctor. I will drop this right here, and then you can find her channel. Yeah, let me do that.
Yeah,
I switched to my other.
She's a smart girl, and I like how she talks. She accents all of her like words,
and it wasn't that long of a watch.
No.
Some of them that I found were like I had found this one and was going to play. I'm not going to do that now because I know it's not for everyone at this point right now. But this is signs you are self-sabotaging, which that seemed to apply, in my opinion, to that person. I'll put that in the chat too. This is to help with coping. Again, I've tried everything I can do to assist. But everything is seen as an attack, and you've obviously... Once I saw you in the chat, I realized, wait a minute, you're probably dealing with some of the same stuff I did, realistically.
You're right. Narcissistic abusers always say this is from Gypsy, psychotic when you defend yourself. Oh,
Exactly. I'm the one that's defending myself. I'm sorry to say.
right. She keeps flipping it around.
I'm
It's
not this.
not
I'm
abuse.
not narcissistic. I've offered help multiple times. She just sees herself as a victim, which is why I did victim mentality.
Same thing as cheaters. It's usually the accuser.
I will block. I will forget. I tried to be nice over and over again. I offered again yesterday. There's
Just not.
nothing I can do here except take it to the next level if you're going to make psycho threats at me. I don't want to do that to your health or your family, but just leave me alone so I don't have to. There, and would be done.
Right.
If she wants, I could do it on a live stream to show that I'll just block and be done. How about
From
that?
here on out, she has no support from anybody. I mean, yeah, there's people that are chat, but now it's
Everybody's free to support her. Let me say this and be clear if she's listening. I do not want anyone to not support her if you like her content.
no.
I don't want to be that person. I'm not like who you like. Go in Peaches, go in Nicolina's, go in Angelo's, go in. I'm saying I don't care where people go. Now watch. I'll do it here on a live so you can see. How do I? Oh, I gotta figure out how to do it actually.
Apparently, there's a few of them over there I miss. I've been trying to
Wait a minute. How
not
do you,
even really pay attention to what she's doing, but it's to the point. It's.
can you block this way? I usually do it in the chat. If I
Three lines. I have to go. Yeah, you might have to go into it. Oh no, you gotta go to the 3 lines. Go to her channel. Oh, you are. Where's the 3 lines at?
I know. I don't see anything. I don't see any.
You gotta do it.
What the hell? Is it right here?
Try that.
Nope.
No. Usually they're up here in the top right hand corner where your bubble is.
Maybe I can find in the chat or something like find her in the chat.
You'd have to find her. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's going to be too hard. There's no chat.
Her own chat.
Or in the comments section or something.
Mm-hmm.
No comments there. I just wanted
You
to
could
show
go.
that I was.
You could go into your live from yesterday where she was in here and grab a comment and just.
Oh, that's a good point.
And make sure you block her. That way you don't see her in other chats. Because if you don't, then you're gonna see her in other chats too. Like if a mod just blocks her, it won't help you out. It'll just keep her from being able to comment and here's all.
It's like even if I don't engage or whatever, I feel like I'll still be called stuff. Now I know she was in the one with Chaotic and Leslie, because that's the one.
Tennessee.
I'll just try to glance through the chat real quick.
Yeah.
I think it was more towards the beginning she was around.
Yeah.
And this could help you if you really truly think someone's doing stuff to you. I gotta wait for the friggin' chat to load.
Now you can't see what they're doing to you, which is
And
no
I'm
big
not
deal.
doing anything.
Right. No. Like as far as you blocking her and her going around making threats, you're not gonna be able to see them, but there's a lot of people that can send them to you.
Yeah,
No,
somebody
no.
else would. But I'm not bugging her. I don't even go in her chat. I don't even go in there.
I think everybody understands.
This shows that you're willing to just make this stop and not be that one person.
That's what I thought might help, or at least it's
gonna piss her off more because now she's being iced out more. But this is what she's asking for. I don't know what she's playing reverse psychology with us, but it's working. It's just
and then projecting
cool.
the narcissistic traits, which I have 0.
Yeah.
You've taken no accountability for anything that I explained yesterday and all the wrong things you said about me, like such as all the stuff about subs, buying subs. You make up wild stories about me, and then you never apologize when I prove they're right. I mean, I don't even do that. I don't make up wild stories about her. There, traders reminded me. Okay, I'm trying to just get this chat loaded because I'm gonna have to kind of like this, kind of skip through it.
Right.
I don't want to like put y'all sitting there through this, but it's the only thing I could think of.
We're here to support you and this bullshit.
I just think anyone like Chicken Lady and stuff.
Might be big.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah,
I feel like I can't find that on mine.
Okay, go to the top of the chat into the 3 lines. And
it's not here on mine.
The hell?
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Let me see if it's under moderation.
No, should have been right
weird,
there.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Maybe because it's your own chat. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh great, now it's not loaded again. See if it would do it this way. I'll figure it out though. I will do it. All right, we have another chance here. Let's see. Ah, there she is.
There she is.
We were in here being friendly. I was joking with her and everything, but That will just do the channel though, right? That will
No,
make her
so
block.
I'm wondering why it's not acting like it's on your own channel. I mean, I guess you do that for now, and then when you see her in another chat later, you just hit the block button on her again.
So right now, as the channel owner, because I just did that, it's looking at me as a mod. It looks like it blocked her from the channel.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I can do it the other way too. I can do it
Right.
the other
If
way.
you were to come in today while you were looking in there, it would probably say different, but I would assume. But I don't know. That's weird. You can't do a pop-out chat. You can't.
It could be just the computer or the, I don't know.
It could be the device you're using.
I don't really know what else to say. I don't want to, like, I might even go listen to some help shit myself to, I might listen to that doctor.
Oh.
No, I'm going to do some cleaning
the way
and stuff.
the doctor put that out there was perfect because it contradicted everything she did in her life with the narcissistic shit.
I do truly see a lot of the projection and stuff. I mean, but it is what it is. I wish it could have been different. I wish you could take some of the stuff I said and maybe think about it another time, maybe when you're calm. I would prefer if you just, I won't mention your name if you don't talk about me. Again, I'm the one that's clapping back. You did the video, I responded. And sometimes I don't respond, I just let it go, and it doesn't seem to help anyway. So really, I'm not helping by responding, but sometimes a person has enough and they feel like they have to defend themselves sometimes when this has been going on for years.
Right.
But I will go away. I am now blocked. I mean, from here anyway, and I won't bug you anywhere. I certainly never do.
And
I don't
Gypsy,
say
push
anything.
the support. You push all of us to support Sarah with what you're doing and what you're saying and how you're acting and the way that you treat the people around you that do support you, whether you think they do or not. I mean, you can assume and keep making an ass out of yourself, but you've brought this to this. I mean,
And I beg and plead out of the kindness.
Uh-huh.
No, go ahead.
I was even with me with the, oh, you're a troll too, fucking all that shit. Like, I've gone through this whole paid troll shit with Sarah or with Gypsy so fucking much, dude.
You get called one too?
Oh, I guess. I don't know where my check's coming from, but yeah, she just assumed, and that's okay. Now that right there, the whole paid troll thing, and those assumptions is what I meant by picking out the mental illness in her that I do in other people. They think the government's watching them, or they think that this is happening, or that people are, or the just observing assumes that the Jim
everyone
Carrey
against
fucking
them
following her around, and Jim Carrey doesn't know anything about her, doesn't even know who the fuck she is, but yet she's making police reports that shit's going on when they're not. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what I pick out, and that's what I see in Gypsy that I see in these other people too. So I don't know where she's gonna take that comment, but yeah.
The world's against them, everyone's out to get them, and that goes with the victim mentality that I see personally, my own opinion.
Yeah, it's the paranoia, the little things that you're showing, Gypsy,
which I felt bad for.
Obvious. Yeah, me too.
Which is why I stayed so long and took abuse myself.
Me too.
And I see it in other people happening because I already was there before, and I see the pattern of the new person becomes the new person.
Yeah, it sucks.
And there was somebody before me too.
Yeah, yeah.
They actually left YouTube.
That's crazy. And the attack and BDAG, even after he's passed on. I mean, yes, I might as well say it. Gypsy did attack him again and say things that, like, she was glad his house burnt down and laughed. She sent me like a laughing emojis with a picture of his house burning or something along those lines. I had to find
my Lord.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Pretty sick shit. I kept my mouth shut. You know, I told the mean girls a little bit about it, but the rest of it, I just kind of was like, all right, it's her mental illness talking. I'm going to ignore this. If it doesn't get past me, then nobody will know. But I can't keep being the savior. I can't keep doing that.
I don't know what the goal is here.
Myself.
Look, as you can see, I just said I was trying to end this and stop. And look.
I know what's going on.
Who's the victim here, guys? Who's the one that keeps attacking who? You just said you're claiming all these health problems and stuff, and this ain't good for your health, so why do you want to do it to yourself?
And that's another thing, is the constant lies, the constant feeling the need to be heard. We know how you feel, Gypsy. We all know. You don't got to keep telling us. You don't. I don't know what else to tell you. Stop. You've been told to stop. Yeah, you said nobody's going to stop you. Okay, well, nobody's going to listen either to you. You just digging a bigger hole. That's all you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Truth. I wish it would just
Stop.
leave me alone because I don't want it to impact. Despite what she thinks, I don't want anything to impact her health that could impact it, which could
Right.
happen next.
Right. And that the Bell's palsy is something that was caused out of like stress and anxiety and whatnot too. So my doctor said my gummies are just fine, but you guys are all bitches and you have affected. I'm getting this message right now. Hold on.
Well, listen, I'm not gonna have weird people
You guys
threaten
are
me on the internet. If you don't want any more problems, leave me alone so I don't have to do what I have to do.
okay. Here we go. LOL. My doctor said my gummies are fine, but you guys are all bitches and you have affected my health. LOL with laughing.
That's not on us. You have the power to shut it off.
I can't wait to show this to her. Go for it.
Watch my video. Watch the video I just played. It might help. I find the doctor.
The video to your doctor, Gypsy. Like, for fuck's sakes, do something to help better you and make yourself happy. You know, trying to make somebody else's life miserable will just make you miserable.
I've in the past told her many times that I loved her. I just wanted the best for her.
I did too.
I don't want to have to do anything that makes her more stressed out, despite what she feels.
Right, and I'm not going to be.
Please don't make me.
Gypsy. I'm just not going to.
Just leave it alone, please.
Yeah. So stop texting me about Sarah. That's all there is to it. I don't care anymore.
I mean, if it gets to stalkerish and all weirdo, I will go to the law if you're gonna start doing weird stuff.
And I will let her know if it becomes that in my comment section or in my whole chat here, text thing, messenger, whatever this is. So stop sending me fucking bullshit threats. Oh man, I have a spot on my foot that's been itching for like a week. I don't know why. Just itches. You played me for a fucking fool, Cynthia.
Yeah, why are you talking about my family? Why are you even trying to do that? Why do you look up stuff like that? Do you want me to go to my police like ATIL did to Nicolina? We live in the same county. Get my drift? Leave me the hell alone and stop stalking me. Nothing nice I say works. You're gonna keep it up and do weird stuff with my family, I will go to the damn law. I've already been twice. I'm not fighting bitches on the internet. Remember how ATIL took out a warrant on Nicolina? I live in the same county, okay? Do you want that while you're moving and your health problems so you could blame it on me? If I have to protect myself and you're going to do weird stuff to my family, I'll go to my fucking police station, bitch. Leave me the fuck alone.
So she definitely is digging. And
listen to me now, Gypsy. It will affect your health and family. You don't need the stress, and neither do I. I don't want to do it. I beg you to please leave me alone so that we don't have to go there.
Right. And Gypsy, you could have called Sarah too, right? And
I invited her yesterday.
That you wanted, the same energy that you want from Sarah, you could have called her and given her that good energy that you wanted back, right? Why does it take Sarah having to do that? We've asked you a million fucking times. What is it going to take for Sarah? What does Sarah got to do to get you to chill?
She don't believe me that I loved her. I have to just stop.
Now,
you know?
Gypsy, I'm going to tell you, right before I got on here, right when I jumped up on panel, I was upset. It's because I have to cut my own mother out of my life for this same shit right here. And she happened to call my husband trying to dig on information, knowing that I had cut her out of our life. And I
understand that.
Same thing. That's why I wasn't sure I should even be speaking on anything right at the moment, but I held my own. I was nice to you.
Totally relate to that. I understand that too. I don't want her to have any problems because she has problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want it to end.
Yeah. You keep blaming all your problems on what's going on the internet. What the fuck are you still doing on the internet?
We all have control of our own buttons, though, here.
Right, around the same people who they are making your health unhealthy.
And listen, can I just say that after the Christmas Eve thing, when I went on to give her the gift to try to make peace again, and heard that hurt me, and I just said it's time for a break. And I didn't go live for 2 months, and that's what triggered my departure. Her doing that. So I left for 2 months after I heard her talking about it. You know what I mean? I was like, it's time for a break of this. You know what I'm saying? So I left, actually.
keep taking the unregulated fucking drugs, Gypsy, and see where else it gets you. Because you're gonna. The next move is the loony bin.
No, I heard she had one some beach, but not. She's just gonna. I don't know what she's trying to do. Probably be you next, though.
Like she's attacking, like, yeah, crazy chicken lady. Wasn't it flies on coleslaw too? There for a minute or something. Some flies. Somebody else.
No, I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna give attention. I blocked from the. Blocked it on the live to show you guys, but I have to finish blocking the other way too.
Oh, well, no. So you can try using your phone and going on YouTube and blocking her that way from her channel. Just block her old channel. She's on psych medication, depending on.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it after when I end this. Whatever is trying to be portrayed to the people, everybody has their own opinions and can see for themselves what's going on.
Leticia's doctor fucking did a lot for her too. Was telling her certain things, and come to find out they weren't correct too, Gypsy. So don't make me keep comparing you to that.
Like I said, I stayed away for a couple months and still,
Right. No matter what, you're going to hear it, what she says. I mean, people are going to send you messages or screenshots or clips or.
And we didn't mean gummies. We weren't speaking of just the gummies. We were talking about the other stuff that you get at like over the counter, like little stores and stuff. They're not regulated. Like Delta 9, 8, 10. Those are all different forms. They're not like, it's not like just regular weed, and they can cause psychological issues if you look it up. If you have underlying psych conditions, they're not good for you necessarily. Yeah, that's true. Hey, maybe I'll take a break again. Fuck,
I'll
I ain't dealing with this.
Don't want to. I just had to send my husband to the store for enemas, okay? You think I want to do that? Fuck no. But I have to. Just sorry, but it's just an example. We all have to do things we don't want to do to make our health better.
I feel like I could shut my channel down and leave and it still wouldn't help.
No, not at all. No. Because she wants that following, like she said, she wants that, what she call it, an army or whatever, her group. She wants that, and it doesn't matter who goes away, she's still not going to get it, and she's going to flip out on the next and the next and the next. It's always going to be somebody else's fucking fault.
It's a pattern people wanted to help with. And
for Ken to go in there and stick up for her like that blows my mind after the way she's been treating him. He said thank you, too, for being there for Gypsy, but, I feel so bad for that guy.
I think somebody's on her panel right now.
Gypsies?
Yeah, I think she's alive. I don't know if it's true, but I heard, I don't want to say it in here. I'll put it in the back chat.
Hold on, yeah.
Because I don't know if it's true, and I don't want to put out false.
Yeah, let me see.
I'm writing it. That's what I heard, but I don't know if I saw that right. So I could be wrong.
Let me look.
Yeah, you want to check that?
Yeah, I do. For sure. Let me see your channel. Okay, I see. This. No.
There'll be no more lives.
Nope, not true at all.
Okay, that's why I didn't want to say it. I will have no more lives. I don't plan on it anyways. I'm going to try to drop this subject.
Upcoming one that you were just told about.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good. Thank God for asking. I don't know why people...
No problems for me, none for you.
No, but they do that all the time.
Right, but I mean, about the subject, she won't have any problems. I got no problems, you got no problems.
Right.
Let's just be peace and move on.
Man, is she back? Oh, clean urine stash, sorry.
Well, I guess I better... I have no choice at this point, Ash. I don't know what to do. That's what I'm trying to do.
There's nothing you can do. Do not change. Don't. Yes. Birdo.
I have to cook, Birdo. Finish my food. I was trying to cook in between.
Not the Birdo show today. Yeah, so I say don't do anything different. I really wouldn't want you to change in any way whatsoever. Does remain calm ever call you flies? She calls me lips all the time. So she calls me bad names. So really it's just bitch and bitch. She'll come and be like, I hate you, bitch. I'll be like, I hate you too. Then she will talk. Sorry, I was answering flies. Let's remain calm.
It's all right.
We have our own relationship. We love each other.
I like her.
Remain calm.
Yeah.
She's funny. Rabbit roasting an hour ago.
Good God Almighty. Well, I guess I'm gonna get out here and do something
right,
productive because I don't know what else to do. But I guess we'll
No.
see what happens.
Don't
Hopefully.
let it bother you. Don't change and just keep doing you, Sarah. We love you.
But I
Everybody.
will try to do another subject next time I'm live because I don't really like doing this. But sometimes you just want to defend yourself. But I'll try to focus on something else next time.
Sweet. I mean, do whatever makes you feel better and comfortable, and whatever. Who gives a fuck? If you're talking
I
about
mean,
gypsy,
so I don't
gypsy.
make anything worse, kind of thing. I'll try to do something that won't make anything
you
worse.
shouldn't have to walk on eggshells either. If you need to vent, you need to vent.
I'm kind of getting that pattern. I do have that historical mindset of doing that, and that's another thing I have to try to work on myself. We all have our own issues, and
right.
I can get in that pattern myself because of the way I was raised too.
The way I looked at it was a pattern too of you wanting to protect and sit back. So that's why I said that, because that's just another pattern that we have, being them protected.
Coping. We all cope in different ways, and that's part of my issues sometimes too.
All right. So I guess weigh your pros and cons, but don't let it affect how you act and how you are on here. We all love the way you are. You see how many people.
I really do hope that she can just move on and chill and be happy. Despite what she says about how bad I am, I don't want anything bad to happen to her.
You're such a good girl. You really are. All right.
I did truly care about her, and that's all I can say about that, guys.
All right. Later, Sarah. Thanks for having me up.
Well, thanks for coming up. Thank you all for coming up. I just have to do something a little productive now. I do thank you all for coming, and I really don't. I just want something nice to happen. I'll play something nice. Let me see. What kind of a happy? Do we have any happy things? I don't want to play that. That's kind of sad. We don't want to play that. That's negative. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to give you a little outro music. That's something nice. All right, guys. I'll see you later. I just got to do something, productive now. But thanks for hanging out.
His brother died at the age of 5. His sister's been sick for the longest time. He's falling apart, but he's holding it together. He doesn't want to let go. His daddy's not around, so he's got no one to follow. He gets out of school and he walked home alone. He goes to bed scared, only worse comes tomorrow. He doesn't want to let go. He draws a tear, then he wipes it away, 'cause nobody's there to tell him it'll be okay. He's lost all his hope, he's all on his own. He's thinking he might let go. But hold tight to the good that you have left. It gets better, but you just don't see it yet. The days are long and the nights even longer. But hold on, you can make it much farther. All hope is gone and you're crying on the ground. You pray to God, asking why'd he let you down. You said, do you even care? Why did you do this? Are you even there? Or should I just let go? A cold winter night in the streets all alone. He puts on a jacket and tries to stay warm. He's falling apart, but he's holding it together. He doesn't want to let go. A few years have passed in the blink of an eye. Oh, they go so fast, he just tries to survive. Walking around, only looking for a home. He doesn't want to let go. wipes it away, 'cause nobody's there to tell him it'll be okay. He's lost all his hope, he's all on his own. He's thinking he might let go. But hold tight to the good that you have left. It gets better, but you just don't see it yet. The days are long and the nights even longer. But hold on, you could make it much farther. All hope is gone and you're crying on the ground. You pray to God, asking why'd he let you down. You said, do you even care? Why did you do this? Are you even there? Or should I just let go? Should I just let go? He draws a tear, then he wipes it away, 'cause nobody's there to tell him it'll be okay. He's lost all his hope, he's all on his own. He's thinking he might let go. But hold tight to the good that you have left. It gets better, but you just don't see it yet. The days are long and the nights even longer. But hold on, you could make it much farther. All hope is gone and you're crying on the ground. You pray to God, asking why'd he let you down. You said, do you even care? Why did you do this? Are you even there? Or should I just let go? Should I just let go?
They told me that I vanished. They told me that I had it. They told me that I'm gone. I told them don't panic. When you've done it this long, and you've seen magic, and you know it won't kill you, even when the whole world doubts it. This is my moment. They can't take my talent. They can't take my stripes. They can't erase my hours. I'm from the underground, anything above ground is a mountain. I'm done trying to impress anybody but the heavens where I'm headed. You don't get to hold on to your flowers. I am in my zone, eyes on the throne. 20K deep, better pull out your phones. Turning the arena to believers every time I hit the ceiling. Ain't nobody ever touching my show. Look at where we started, look at where we got to. Almost OD that night in the hospital. Wasn't gonna die, more life in the arsenal. Got another shot to pull off the impossible.
There's no need to cry for me, I'm a fighter. Fighter, you can't take my voice from me. I will rise up, rise up. So what are you waiting on? I ain't ready to die yet. The pain is what burns this blood. Are you alive yet? Are you alive yet?
Grave, what quote will be etched in? Never played the game to be a contestant. Never joined the league to ride bitches. The winds hit different when they don't expect it. Yeah, and they ain't gotta like me. Got my own Nikes, no Nike ID. And I ain't trying to stop, man, but my logo went over the jump, man. I remember all I had was a bus pass, selling CDs to make a couple of bucks back. And now I'm up in meetings, and you better believe me, now that we got the arena, the Sonics making a comeback. I'm not a businessman, I got children, man. I treat my city like it is my fam. Till the residency gets a building, man. Think I'm playing about man, but that is my plan. You know what 50,000 feels like? When you question, is this real life? The money doesn't buy happiness, that's facts. Till you take what you made and decide to give it back like that.
For me, I'm a fighter. Fighter, you can't take my voice from me. I will rise up, rise up. So what are you waiting on? I ain't ready to die yet.
one hair ringer. Now I got too many rings and not enough fingers. Keep doing my thing, they keep chasing the wave, thinking that they're gonna be the one to outpace age. I must got Mick Jagger DNA, Rolling Stone bags, pre-check, no TSA. I'll be 78, SM58 in my face, like who wants to go next? Nobody's touching my stage. They head tripping like a B-boy, head spinning. I bench press the industry and I deadlift it. It's been written, I've been running, it's been a minute, been done it. I bet you 100 that I've been winning. The Ben's tinted, it's been vintage, yeah, Ben did it. The crib I live in is like Ben Stiller's. An evening in my house, a night at the museum. Trophies, plaques all over and the view's decent. At the end of the day, it's like who needs it? Player on player, gotta keep competing. Keep dreaming, won't settle for shit. It isn't sport, it's my life. Win the championship.
Cry for me, I'm a fighter. Fighter. You can't take my voice from me. I will rise.